Mohawk Sports Park in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where today, Sunday by the way, 06B team, 08B team playing to go to a national final. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to a special edition of SG1 Live. Today, we're live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We'll get into the detail in a moment. First of all, let me welcome you in. My name is Alex Parra. Beside me, the lovely and talented Miss Norma Morales. Norma, good afternoon. How are you?
Oh, excited, Alex. Final games on this beautiful Sunday. Hot.
It's a hot Sunday,
It's a
Norma.
hot Sunday,
but it's beautiful because we're alive and we have this opportunity, Norma. So we really are excited. As you can see on screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have an interesting situation. And Mr. Producer, I don't know if you can come to us first so we can welcome everyone in. Thank you. Here we are, live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. What is this, Sunday? What day is this, Norma? I've lost track.
The 13th?
That's fine. I'll take your word for it, Miss Norma Morales. I hope you're watching, and if you are, thank you for following us all weekend long. Where are we, Norma? We're on planet Earth, but where are we being streamed?
We are being streamed on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
YouTube. Shout outs, please. Let us know where you're watching. I hear people maybe watching us in Scotland, in Mexico, and also in Katy, Texas.
Yeah, I hear there's parties going on while they're watching. So if you are, take a picture of yourselves at your party. Tag us.
A decent picture before the tequila kicks in.
right before the alcohol. Exactly.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. So Norma, look, let's go out to the fields because here's what we've got. Mr. Producer is working very hard. We're a little late getting on the air because today what we have.
Evil. They're both bad.
That's why I have two horns. All right. So Mr. Producer, why don't we go right now, Mr. Producer, to field number 8. Field number 8. What we have is we have two matches simultaneously that will be going on. In field number 8, which I hope is what we're watching now. This is field number 8. I hope, well, we got a shot of the field. Yes, on field number 8, 6B team is playing. I don't know if we can work the cameras a little bit, guys, and see the players so I can help. That'll help me out, please.
Show me the players, please.
There you go. Thank you. So here we are, NL team. And we'll show you the standings and the importance of this match. So that's on field 8, which is to our right, which you can see. Now, Mr. Producer, let's go to field number 9, and we'll hopefully do that through the magic of streaming. This is field number 9, and we're working this camera, hopefully. This is where, and I'm sure we'll have a graphic soon.
Field to your left.
Correct. This is where our 08B team, SG1 Soccer 08B, is taking on the Dallas Texans 08B Central League team. So we're going to try, Norma, to balance out coverage of both games. And we'll do the best we can. This is the way it's been worked out because of the draw. And all we can do is kind of keep tabs on it. So
right.
How you can help us is by chiming in. Would you rather watch one or the other? We shouldn't let people vote, should they, Norma? Well, I guess as long as we control the tabulation. The election might get stolen, Norma, and we'll go one way or another. So we've got a lot of people working on this stream, and we're going to do our best to cover both matches. So if we can we put up a graphic, please, of the coach for the 08 team? And you're looking at that now. This is Coach Adam Girdlestone, and he's the one leading the 08B team. Coach Adam Girdlestone, he's a native of Manchester, England. He works a lot of the development, not only of the technical and the tactical side, Norma, but the IQ, meaning thinking. Are the boys thinking about what they're doing? Coach Adam Girdlestone, of course, our club DOC, so we thank him. Now, if we can, go to the other field, Mr. Producer, and talk about the other coach, Coach Eugenio de Obeso. So hopefully we'll get a shot of Coach Eugenio. And Coach Eugenio de Obeso, competitive boys director. He formerly played professional in Mexico. And Norma, I don't want to say this, but he hasn't been feeling too well. He's kind of been under the weather, not COVID related. But he's out here in this heat, Norma. He's done a great job. They both have.
Yeah, he is doing a great job. I mean, the heat is, again, a factor. It's been a factor since Friday, since we've been here. I always, every day I'm like, okay, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. But no, it's still it's screeching hot, I should say. It's probably in the high 80s, but feels about 103.
So we'll get off that camera, off that graphic. Can we go to the standings quickly? And if we're talking about the 06 team, which is Coach Eugenio, let's go to the 06 team standings. This will help you give you an idea of how important today is. So going into the match today, as you can see, our SG1 06B team is tied with Blitz United, Norma, second place officially because of the goal differential. So what we're seeing right now is our SG1 team the number 2 team right now in the group, is taking on the number 3 team, who has 3 points, the Tulsa Soccer Club 07B ECNL team. So you can see the importance of this match. Blitz United, the number 1, taking on the number 4 team, FC Stampede, who we beat yesterday in an amazing match, Norma, 3-2. We'll post highlights, actually, a little bit later on of that match in our social media. So if we could now go to field number 9, where we have hopefully a shot of Coach Adam Girdlestone. So that's the other field. Let's go with that. And then also, can we have the graphic? But let's go to Adam first on that shot. And there he is. And can we now go to the graphic for the standings for the 08 boys? So here's the situation. As you can see, the FC Dallas team with 6 points. Currently, because of goal differential, we have the Dynamo's 08B goal team. Rival today are the ones right now in 4th place. So it's important for SG1 to win, but we're also relying on the Dynamo's team in some way to beat the FC Dallas team, Norma, and goal differential. So there's a lot of details that have to fall into place, and it's going to be one of those things where you just don't know. So that's kind of a setup for today, ladies and gentlemen. Norma, any shout outs yet? And maybe we can come back to us on camera if we can, Mr. Producer, before these games kick off. And we're running a little bit late, which is fine for our live stream. But maybe we can come back on camera here, Mr. Producer. And Norma, do we have any shout outs? Do we know where people may be watching us from? I've got Norma working overtime. She's trying to get us referees. She's trying to get us opponent rosters. And I'm yelling at her about social media.
Well,
Anything else?
yelling, that's every day. So, yeah, we've got some shout-outs. We have Tara Palmer saying, go Jackson. We have Gloria Quintero saying, go Diego. It looks like they're watching from Tamaulipas, Mexico, Alex.
Saludos a ustedes en Tamaulipas, saludos a ustedes en otras partes de México, en España, Latinoamérica, que nos están viendo, siguiendo y siguiendo los equipos, de SG1 Soccer Club. Norma, I'm excited for our club. This is an amazing opportunity. But like anything else, also our respect to the other teams that have gotten here.
Right.
Also equally prepared, also equally good teams. And Norma, more than anything, it's so far it's been clean soccer. Emotions get in the way. It's a little bit warm sometimes. We all get heated. But my hope today is to watch good soccer, period.
Yeah, good soccer for today. It's been good soccer since Thursday. I'm excited. It's the finals, so let's see what the results will be.
Norma, apparently they tell us sometimes we get put on a big screen somewhere in someone's home. Good luck looking at Uncle Alex.
It's kind of like the Super Bowl, right?
Something like that. And the World Cup.
And the World Cup,
right?
yeah, World Cup, Super Bowl.
And the U.S. Open golf and tennis, everything thrown together. But we are live, ladies and gentlemen, on this Sunday afternoon, sunny Sunday afternoon. Norma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and maybe we can go out to some beauty shots, Mr. Producer. It's very hot, but today, Norma, at least a little bit of a breeze.
It's a little bit of a breeze, yes, I should say. I did notice, though, a lot of spiders here.
Really? Big ones, too?
Big ones. I've never seen like tarantulas, yeah. Oh. But overall, Alex, it's humidity is not as bad. It's just hot.
It is. But a lovely setting. Thanks to U.S. Club Soccer as well for allowing us to be here. Norma, they've bent over backwards. They've been very, very helpful.
Yes.
A gentleman named Jody today who helped us with our setup. So thank you to U.S. Club Soccer.
Yes.
We really appreciate them allowing us to be here. And hopefully we can do this, Norma. I'm praying by picking up wins today, by getting just the right position of the sun and the moon and the earth and the stars in one of the groups, we could be doing this from Colorado at Nationals, Norma. Wouldn't that be exciting?
That would be exciting.
And probably cooler.
Hopefully.
And probably cooler. So,
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready. We are getting ready for the start of the games. Plural, games plural. For those of you that are following us, part of the SG1 family, thank you. Thank you for being part of this. And we're so proud of both teams. So, Mr. Producer, let's go out to the huddles for both teams, please. They're getting ready. Let's catch those moments. Let's start with the 08B team, if we can, over here. There they are. And open up the microphones now, Mr. Producer, for the field. And we're just going to give you guys a sense of what's happening. We won't be able to cover both games, but we'll do our best to give you an update. So why don't we go to our left, my left, here on our position, and we'll stay with this shot here. We'll stay with this game, Mr. Producer, to kick off, or whichever one kicks off first, actually. We're going to have to be juggling around a little bit. And Mr. Producer, I don't know if we can get shots of some of the crowds here for both teams. There's a lot of people out here. They realize and they look at the importance of the game, and maybe we can get a look at some of the fans, some of you family members that may be watching from overseas, from Mexico, from other countries. maybe you get to catch some of your family members here on camera. And for us, it's a thrill, really, to have all these families here. Everybody, Norma, and we talked about this, win or lose today, regardless of how the standings end, it's a great opportunity and a learning opportunity for all of us.
Yeah, it has, Alex, and it's been a great experience, I believe, for all the kids. You know, that having them have an opportunity to come here to Tulsa, show them what they got. They played different teams, of course. So, and then it also tested their level as well.
Absolutely.
So, great opportunity for them, and again, a great experience.
All right. So I don't know if we can put up the graphic right now of the matchup we have on field number 9. Miss Salma, that'll help us a little bit to kind of set the tone. This is the 08B team that we're watching now. So we'll go ahead and get started with them, and then we'll flip back and forth. But that way we can help identify, mainly for Uncle Alex to know where we're at. But right now, this is the match you're about to watch kick off. You're watching it live here, streaming on different media platforms. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it appears underway from Tulsa, Oklahoma, SG1 Soccer 08B team taking on the Dallas Texans 08B Central Lead team. And they're off and running, so that'll give you an idea of what's going on. I hope we're not lagging too much, Norma, but we have that game going on. Then now, in this game for the 08 boys, Norma, they're playing 35-minute halves, just to give you an idea. So that obviously is different than what will be happening to our right, 06B team. They're playing 40-minute halves.
40-minute. And
Yeah.
Alex, and you know, yesterday during the game we had an extra water.
Producer will watch and monitor what's happening with the 08B team. How will we catch the kickoff, Mr. Producer, if we can, to our right on field number 8? Okay, so Ms. Norma, how about you talk a little...
So the 07B ECNL team currently here at Tulsa, and Kia versus Audi, right? And it's about to be a kickoff. It looks like the ref's looking at his time, checking his players, making sure that everything is in good standings before he blows the whistle. And now we're off. Now it's going to be important for, of course, the 06B team. And this is going to be a very important game for them. Again, it's all about the goals. Freddie Stoner with the header. There he goes leading, trying to beat that defender. Will he beat him? Yes, he will. And there he goes, Freddie Stoner, number 8. And it's in. He's got a goal. Great job, Freddie. As you can see, that ball was led to him. He beat. It was one-on-one with that defender. And there you go. First goal, less than 2 minutes. Less than a minute, maybe. Great job from Stoner.
Norma, I know I missed the goal. We've lost a little bit of things happening here, but let me get right back to you, Norma.
Okay.
You keep going. Great job. So the 06B team right now up 1-0 early in this game.
Correct. So let's see if they actually are going to be able to get another goal in. Because like I said, goals are going to be very important for the 06B team. Now another ball to Freddie Stoner. Is this going to be, well, no, it went out. It's going to be a throw-in for the White, Tulsa Soccer Club.
Norma, I'm running around a little bit trying to take care of something. You know what our problem is today, and I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, is the heat.
The heat.
So some of our equipment is overheating, believe it or not. And right now, the temperature, Norma, is in the 90s, low 90s, but with the humidity, it feels more. Those of you that live in Texas, in Houston, you know. So here's Freddie again. Freddie Stoner pressuring. He's getting to the ball. Save. In this case, not push too much. The goalkeeper for the FC Tulsa.
FC Tulsa. Tulsa FC. Alex.
Tulsa FC. I want to make sure I get it right, Norma.
Tulsa
Soccer Club. Let's do this. Yeah, let's get this right, Norma. Our apologies to any of you from Tulsa Soccer Club, Tulsa SC, that may be watching us. By the way, did we mention the coach, Norma, already?
Yes,
I don't want to repeat. Did you butcher it?
Kind of. I hope I didn't, but I did let them know that the head coach is Anthony Colaviccia.
Okay.
And no, this is not.
That's incorrect?
Yeah.
Okay, Norma, as long as you got it, because that's difficult to pronounce anyway, so we just won't mention that gentleman's name. He's got a beautiful name, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so ball going back to the Tulsa team, cleared out by the goalkeeper. He couldn't pick it up, obviously, ladies and gentlemen. And now playing out of the back. And if you're seeing us, we're not having a center field shot per se. We're having more than anything kind of an 18-yard line shot for both games. Again, our reality today is what? That we have two games on fields adjacent to each other, next to each other, and we're doing our best to follow the action. So right now we're following the 06B team, who happen to be up, by the way, 1-0. We don't see a score yet on the 08B team, and we'll also kind of keep track of those things so you are aware. Miss Norma, give me another moment, and I'm sure people will love you even more by hearing your lovely and talented voice. All right, so we'll have a corner kick here for the Tulsa SC, and here we go. I think we've got our monitor back, which is great.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, Mr. Producer. It's played short. Defense coming out. Now the ball played into the box. Cleared out. No, not cleared out, and here's a pseudo shot by Tulsa. Our goalkeeper saying, no problem, I've got this. Long ball up to Sebastian Lopez.
And here we are with the 06. His goalkeeper is making his kick. Number 9,
Making his kick and checking it twice, Norma.
they're trying to feed it to Mr. Stoner, Alex. As you can see, Mr. Stoner, he's got about two defenders on him. So again, as long as he can kind of beat that defender and be one-on-one, maybe he can get another score in for the team.
Norma, yesterday the 06B team, they were down 0-2 with 20 minutes left in the game. Okay.
Correct.
They were able to come back, Norma, to win 3-2. One of the comments, there were many yesterday, and if you watched our post game, you were able to hear from the players and the coach himself, was that we hadn't found the net yet, but now they feel more comfortable. They can go score. Early goal today, a big difference so far, right? And it's not only Freddie. Yesterday, several others players stepped up, and that's the rotation that this team has, Norma. They don't just have 11. They literally have 20 players that can come in at any moment and make a positive difference.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Alex. Sometimes people will ask, like, why do you have such a deep bench? But events like this, Alex, it's hot, like what we talked about, is a factor.
Right.
We're 8 hours away from home. You never know.
The way you drive 12.
You never know in regards to injuries. It's a good idea to have that deep bench because, kids are going to get hot. Always be able to give them a chance to rehydrate and then get some fresh legs on the field.
Absolutely. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, still following for the moment the 06B team. They're up 1-0, beating right now the Tulsa Soccer Club ECNL U15 team. So I want to get as much as we can, Norma, right on the names, the designations, and all of the players that have been out here, the clubs that are out here. So, Mr. Producer, I don't know if you can hear me. And if you can, tell me. Okay, sir, how about in a few minutes we prepare to go over to the 08 boys game. We want to give them some love as well. And we may miss a goal here or there, ladies and gentlemen. It's just the nature of the beast that we have right now, that we've got two simultaneous games going on. Okay, so let's flip this, if we can, to the 08B team game. And unfortunately, as you can see, I'm having a little bit of a buzz here somewhere, Norma.
Right. So it looks like we have Isaiah Martinez on the 08B team. It looks like he got a little bit of injured. Coach Adam has went to go and checked on him and has taken Isaiah out, and there's been a switch for, looks like, I'm trying to view it here. Number 26 coming in. And a switch from Sebastian. Sebastian actually going in, number 22, switching to now a right forward.
And we're trying to get into the flow of these games, and we're doing our best, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll kind of show you what's happening. And Norma, from what our understanding is with the 08B team right now, it's 0-0. That's the latest score update that we have. So what you're watching now on field 9, Norma.
Correct.
I got so confused. The 08s on field 9 at 3 o'clock. Did I get that right? The 06s on field 8 at 3 o'clock, right, Norma?
Yeah, you're right.
And I have a headache already, Norma. I don't know what to tell you.
I know.
But at least the bus went away. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. It looks like number 6 trying to see if he can make a connection to the left.
I'm trying to make a love connection, Norma, but my wife won't let me. So there you go. Norma, Tulsa has been nice to us, hasn't it?
It has.
How
it
much
has.
did you
I
win at
heard-
the casino last night, Norma?
Not enough.
Not enough. Norma, I had room service yesterday, just to be honest with you, and I had a little tummy trouble.
Do we really want to know?
No, you don't really want to know the details. So we're following here, and here's an opportunity. Look, and let's be objective, Norma, as much as we can. The 08B team, I believe, is playing a younger team, if I'm not mistaken. And someone's going to have to help me with that on the standings, Norma. No, they're 08B as well. So my mistake. They look a little bit younger, but I think they may be having some players that play up, Norma. And my point is, some clubs need to challenge themselves.
Right.
I can see already this is a very technical team. They seem younger to me. I could be wrong, but they're very technical.
Right. And also, too, Alex, they may have some players that are playing up, just like us. We also have a couple of 09s playing up as well, giving them that opportunity and that experience.
All right, so we have a water break on the 08B team. We'll get back to them. So now we're going to field number 8, and this is the 06 team taking on the team from Tulsa Soccer Club. It's the action you see now. Thank you for that graphic. And this is the 07 team, Norma.
Right, you're right. They are playing a little bit of a younger team.
So
correct.
my apologies. But again, both teams that we've looked at so far, technical, both teams touching the ball, and collectively, Norma, moving the ball around. I don't see yet one player per se that's really dominating. And that's the beauty, Norma, of having a team that start to get to know each other. Does that make sense?
Right, exactly.
And Norma, we have an injury down, Freddie Stoner. If we could zoom in on him.
Yes, that's correct. We have Freddie Stoner, who it looks like he had a little bit of a push. Hopefully he's okay.
He's smiling at least.
Yeah, he is smiling.
What did you see, Norma? Because I missed it completely.
I saw just a push, but of course, a push could lead to however he may have landed. It looks like maybe he could have landed, in a wrong position it looks like maybe on his right leg, Alex. He is limping. Hopefully he is okay.
We hope so. Freddie will be a sophomore going into this fall, Norma. And I hate to see this, Norma. I hope that Mr. Stoner is okay, but nobody wants to see this for either team, Norma.
Exactly. We have number 10, Alex, coming in and replacing Mr. Stoner.
So there you go. And now we're having in front of us several players warm up. The movement, Norma, that we've seen for the 06 boys, and that's the match you're watching now, has been that Coach Eugenio is literally rotating up to 6 players.
Right.
Because of the heat. But the beauty, again, as you said, of the deep bench is that we actually see some better soccer when the subs come in.
Yeah, you do, Alex, because, by the time halftime comes, there is a lot of players that are tired,
Sure.
because of the heat. So, again, giving those kids a break.
I need a break, Norma. Uncle Alex needs a water break soon, so we'll see. By the way, the other game that's still going on simultaneously, they're coming back from the hydration break and are back on the field. My understanding is that match is still, Norma, at 0-0.
That's correct, Alex. It's still 0-0.
Got it. So we've got a 0-0 game. What you're watching now, the 06B team, our 06B team, up 1-0 with an early goal by Freddie Stoner.
Right, that's correct. Freddie Stoner has been so far the first goal from him.
In the tournament, Norma, and obviously today with a huge goal right now. But that can change at any moment, Norma. By the way, we are also following adjacent fields and matches that can influence the standings, can influence this current situation for both teams. Both teams right now fighting to pick up 3 points. 3 points will make it easier for the 06B team, but not an automatic.
Right.
For the 08B team, they're needing to pick up not only the 3 points, Norma, but also wait on some results. And it's just part of what group play is.
Right, and that's the thing is that, you're worried, of course, on your own game, but then you also have to wait for the other standings to come out to see the results for the other teams, because it's really going to depend, and depending on the other team, did they win, how many goals did they make, how many goals were against them, etc., so that it could be tallied and then finalized on the standings. So it's going to be important, not only our games itself to see if we win and if we get those goals in, but it also depends on our opponents as well. And hopefully soon we'll get those standings right after this game because I believe other games are playing at the same time. And we can get those standings so that we can share with everyone.
So, Norma, thank you for holding down the fort as Uncle Alex runs around. We are still with the 06B team and that clearing of the ball. And I don't know, maybe we could have a little bit wider shot there, Mr. Producer.
Yep, and it looks like
Okay,
the
now-
06s are back going to do a hydration. Alex, it's their hydration break at this point.
Got it. So why don't we flip then, Mr. Producer, to our left, to the 08B team, and take a look at him. So here we are. Now we go back to that action. And it may seem a little manic, ladies and gentlemen, and it probably is. But we are doing our best to cover 2 games. So the game you're watching now, the 08B team, coached by Adam Girdlestone, and there was a shot, Norma. Was that a deflection? I didn't quite catch it.
That was. Mulkey didn't try to get it with his hands. He tried to block it with his foot, and then there was a deflection on it.
All right, Norma. So we sweat all these out, the dead ball situations, the corner kicks. And here we have young man number 8 for the Dallas Texans team. Low, short, defender not getting there. Good combination. Here comes a shot for number 8, putting it in the box.
And Mulkey punching it out.
Like you do several times to me throughout the broadcast, Norma. You give me kidney shots.
I try. A little
Yes.
jab here and there.
Oh, no, they're not little, Norma. I've gone to my urologist and I have issues. So, by the way, an offsides call. That ball will now be brought back and we'll have a free kick for the Dallas Texans game. Or Dallas Texans team, I should say. This game in the first half. Thank you all for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Alex Parra. Beside me, Norma Morales. Norma, we're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Any shout-outs, Norma? I can't even turn my phone on. I don't know how you find the way to multitask like that.
Oh, yeah, multitasking it is. We've got some people watching from Victoria, Texas, Alex.
Okay.
We do have some people watching from Germany.
Deutschland.
Yeah, in Scotland.
That's great, Norma. That is really, really, really fantastic. I think it's it shows a couple of things, Norma, that technology is amazing when it works. Number 1. Number 2, that our community is international. And by the way, Norma, we have a goal. Yes, I'm sorry as I got distracted and you just watched it live. Goal scored.
And it looks like that score is from, I didn't see who it was from, Alex. It was either from Kim. Looks like it was from Kim Dam, Alex, number 32.
That is excellent, Norma. So that puts then the 08B team up 1-0 over the Dallas Texans 08B Central Lead team. 1-0. That's a score on the other field as well, Norma. Both teams now winning 1-0 at this moment. Mr. Producer, can we go back to the 06B team, please, sir, which is to our right?
So an update, just so everyone knows, it's 1-0 on both sides. 08B is up 1 as well as 06B is up 1.
Got it. And I'm going to ask Miss Salma if there's any way when we flip back and forth she can put the score in that lower third. If she tells me no, I'll live with it. But if there's any way that'll help us all keep up with that score. I think she said yes. Okay. She said we can try. I like that, Norma.
Here we got a corner kick, Alex.
All right.
The 06B
Careful. Clear it
team.
out.
Yeah.
Yep. There's the movement. Trying to keep up with the action, Norma. It's kind of difficult. And I'm hearing clapping, Norma. What happened here?
Actually, on the 08 side, there was a shot, but
Okay.
Parker Mulkey did stop that shot. So I believe that was the reason why there's
Got
a
it.
clap.
Got
Correct.
it. Okay. So now we've had some substitutions now, Norma, on the 06B team that came in here during the last, no, not yet, the hydration break, but I see them coming, Norma. In my expectation.
Yeah, it looks like Alex.
There was a goal, Norma.
Yeah, there has
on
been
the
a
other
goal
side.
on the 08B team. Dallas Texans just scored, and now it's tied 1-1.
All right, so we'll get back to that game and with that graphic, but that's a 1-1 score now on the 08B team, and I'm sorry we missed that action. This was bound to happen. And
it looks like the 08 Texans, they have done a little bit of a substitution on their end. Again, 1-1 on their end. Back to the 06s, we've got the Tulsa Soccer Club, again in white, and 06B in navy. Still 1-0. SG1 is up on them. Tulsa trying to get that ball in and to cross it, but it looks like it isn't. Throw in from Tulsa.
And we'll let this play out, Norma, so we can see. So you've updated folks on where we are. First half for both matches.
Right.
Both teams, the 06B team, the 08B team. Norma, shout-outs to the referees who work so hard. And it's a thankless job, Norma. We literally saw referees being abused all weekend. And I hate to say, Norma, that we all have to learn how to behave a little bit now in this game. And right now you're watching the 06B team playing. We have our center, Mr. Jeff Porter, who's a local from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have Noah Palmer from Owasso, Oklahoma, just south of Tulsa proper. And Mr. Buddy Hagedin, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing his name, from Lebanon, Missouri. Okay. All right, let's switch fields then, please, to the 08B team, where they have just now gone up 2-1. And I know the graphic keeps changing, Miss Producer, but this game now to our left is 2-1, 08B team leading 2-1. So we're apparently missing some things. No worries. So there we are. We will watch a kickoff at least, and maybe stay on this match here for a little bit, Norma. It appears that, teams are finding their groove, and it's hard for us to keep track of both games, to be honest with you.
It's difficult?
Impossible.
We are trying to do our best on this. Yeah. Looks like Dallas Texans had a sub in number 12 coming in for number 7.
All right. So Norma, forgive me for subs and forgive me for being manic. Mr. Producer, can we go now to the 06 team? Because this is what we've talked about. If we can get a shot of all the players coming in, please, gentlemen. And I hope our producers are working or photogs are working. We just had 5 players come into the field. I don't know if we can follow them, but it'd be great if we could. There's 5 substitutions. Yes, that score is correct. Right now, the 06B team up 1-0 over Tulsa 07B ECNL team. So we'll keep that score on the screen. That'll give us an idea of what's happening.
Yeah, so now we've got some fresh feet on our 06B team, giving those other players an opportunity to rehydrate. Just exactly what Alex was talking about. And here we have a throw-in with Tulsa Soccer Club.
Good defending there, Norma. Shielding using your body. Ball sent down the left wing. Will someone get there?
Oh.
No.
Was that a foul? They did consider that a foul? Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And now the conversation is, hey, do we call it? What do we do? Now, the head referee may be talking to our coach and say, hey, guys, I got this. Relax. But that's good work from the AR. I say good work because it happened to be in our favor, Norma.
Hopefully, Mr. Pabon on number 35, who just got pushed, hopefully he is okay. Looks like he is.
Yeah, Kei Matsuyama now with the kick. Okay, and we've gone to halftime now with the 08 team. That score right now is 2-1 in favor of the SG1 08B team. So we'll stay on the action now here of the 06B team. And it's flying by, Norma. It really is incredible.
It is halftime?
Yeah.
It's not their water break?
35 minutes in, Norma.
That's 35?
Yeah,
Okay.
that should be halftime.
Yeah, wow, that's gone by fast,
well,
Alex.
let's double check that, but I believe no, they started a little bit later, Norma.
Did they? Okay.
No, they already took their hydration break over there, Norma.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are at halftime.
This heat's making me delusional, Alex.
Well, that's one of the and your pharmaceuticals too, Norma. Actually, no, I apologize. That may very well be our hydration break, Norma.
Yeah, it's Norma's always right.
Norma's always right. 53% of the time.
It is actually, Alex, because now they're
Correct.
back. So they took just a short hydration break, and now their 08s are back on the field.
Right. So we're still staying. What you're watching now is the 06B team.
It looks like the 06B team is this. It looks like it's a kick, Alex.
Correct. And I'm not sure what shot we're watching here, Mr. Producer. Can you just widen up and go to the 18-yard line? Because, yeah, I have no idea, guys. Forgive me for being picky here, but that's tough for us to see as well.
Yes. Looks like 06B to our right. Looks like it went out, and now it's a throw-in, Alex.
Yeah, and Norma, I'm not trying to only get my bearings, but hopefully trying to see the. Here's a shot
There's a
from
shot.
distance.
Oh, hitting
Hitting the crossbar, Norma. Here's the follow, though. Wow.
That
Mr.
was a
Jake
nice shot.
Blackwood with a left-footed shot. He scored 1 goal yesterday, Norma, the second one of the game.
Correct, Alex. That, to me, was a floater.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was a beautiful shot. Kei Matsuyama, you can see him on screen. By the way, all those in Japan. We had several people from Japan watching, Norma.
Did we?
We did, Norma. I know you didn't know that, apparently. I surprised you with my...
When are we going to go to Japan?
with my research.
I want to go to Japan.
Norma, we were supposed to be there this summer for the Olympics.
We were.
As you know, COVID has made things difficult. By the way, a shout out to Miss Ginny Fuchs.
And good luck to her, Alex.
Yes, USA boxing team going for the gold medal. We're very proud of her.
Yep, very proud.
So here's movement, Norma. Let's stay on the 06B team a little bit here. 1-0 is that score. And you're starting to see...
And you see number 10, he had 2 players on him, Alex, trying to break through. Still trying to find a pass.
And there's a substitution now coming in, Norma, for the Tulsa Soccer Club team. And the young man taking his time. I don't blame him. And he says play on. So not letting them waste any time. Is there a conversation here about something? Oh, I think the coach was just talking to his player.
Yes.
All right, Miss Norma. Well, thank you all for following us. We're back on, as they say, game on. 0-1 the score. SG1 06 team you see on screen. Good ball sent through. Will the forward get there? Jacob Dowd defending. He's got to watch, and he simply says, you know what? I'm going to live to fight another day. Nice ball out of bounds.
Alex, you are correct. Mr. Matsuyama says, yes, I'm watching from Japan again.
Mr. Matsuyama, thank you, and it's an honor to have you watching us, sir. We appreciate it. What time is it in Japan? I believe it should already be Monday morning.
Oh, really?
If I'm not mistaken, Norma. So maybe Mr. Matsuyama can help us just for the sake of... Careful here.
Too high.
A little bit too high, and no major issues for our SG1 goalkeeper. And we see the emotion of this. And I don't know if our producer can get us a shot of Coach Eugenio on this game here, the 06B team. I'd love to let's stay with him and watch him. If we can, a really tight shot, Mr. Producer, of Coach Eugenio would be fantastic, because we see the emotion, Norma. We see the pressure that he's under. And it's not pressure, negative pressure. It's the pressure of competing. It's the pressure of, wow, how can I do better? How can my team do better? We live, I'm a coach, Norma, we live our team's games. We're literally physically with them. That's Coach Adam, by the way, on the other field. And we can hear Coach Adam.
If you don't recognize that voice.
It's a Manchester accent. So those of you from Manchester may do that. You know what, Norma? Let's go to the corner kick now. On our left, the 08 team. And
number
there
15.
It is.
Yep, number 15.
Ball being sent in. Let's see if we get lucky, Norma, and catch some good action. And that is a correct score. Miss Producer all over, 2-1. The 08B team up right now over Dallas Texans 08B Central Lee. Here's a counterattack.
Yeah.
Well, to our right, I think they're taking a hydration break, Mr. Producer.
Yeah,
Because they started later. So we'll get back to the 06 game, because they're on a hydration break, and we'll catch the rest of this half. This game here, the 08B team.
Isaiah taking the ball with the 08 team, with DeRay getting the ball, now trying to pass it into the center. Are they going to make something happen,
There's
Alex?
a shot, Norma.
No.
Ooh.
Good try.
Absolutely a good shot. And here we'll have a goal kick then. But before that, they wanted to make a substitution. Now it's being allowed. And we'll have another young man come into the field for the Dallas Texans team. Norma, many moons ago, Uncle Alex played a Dallas Texans team to qualify for the Dallas Cup This was,
Hold on, you played?
yeah, shocking, I know.
Is this in a dream or is this reality?
This was reality.
Oh, okay.
Norma was 19, I believe either 86
Oh,
or
do you
87.
do you really want to give out years at this time?
No, probably not. I think it was 86 or 87, Norma, when Uncle Alex with his Houston national team, I believe, and historically I may be correct, first team ever from Houston to qualify for the Dallas Cup Supergroup. Just so you know. No reaction whatsoever from Norma.
I didn't know if you partaked to any of that victory or.
Norma, I was a starter on the left bench, Norma. I was very proud of that. Uh-oh, here's a potential mistake. He still cannot clear the ball, and it's going to go for a corner kick, Norma.
Yeah, he tried to clear it, Alex. Unfortunately, he didn't, and it went, of course, on our side, which means it's leading to a corner kick.
By the way, great props to our photog, Diego, who is shooting this game. Not shooting, he's photographing this game. So we thank him. We thank all our production crew, Norma. It's been brutal out here with the heat, but here's this corner, Norma. Take us through it.
Number 15 making that kick. Oh, is it going to be in? No, it's over.
Wow, Norma, and there was some contact with the goalkeeper.
There was.
Well, hold on. Flag is up.
Did you see a flag?
Well,
I didn't see it.
On the far end, but I think he's signaling just a goal kick. So nothing more than that. So this game, 2-1, 08B team right now with the 3 points over the Dallas Texans.
And as you can see, Alex, Coach Adam has started Park Smokey as the goalkeeper for first half.
We'll see if Santi Noca comes in for the second, right?
Exactly,
They've been rotating.
They
That's what
have
we've
been
watched
rotating.
before. All right, so Norma, why don't we flip back now to the 06B team action? And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your patience. We're doing our best to cover these matches. We now go to the 06B team, and thank you, Mr. Producer, for that work. Miss Producer, all our production crew that are helping us today. Jake Blackwood with the pass, unfortunately losing that ball, and there's a counterattack and a foul. That may be a yellow. You got to be careful with that.
Yeah, that was very clear, Alex, on that one. Just to let you know,
Please.
Mr. Matsuyama says yes at 6 a.m. here in Japan, and it is Monday morning.
Monday morning. Thank you, Mr. Matsuyama. We appreciate you watching us. And speaking of,
there's Nicholas Babon trying to lead it down the line, but unfortunately it was stolen. Mr. Babon, trying to get that ball up, but of course he's got those two defenders that are trying to not make him make that breakthrough.
Norma, suddenly you've got all the shade. I don't know how suddenly I lost the shade. Who did you pay, Miss Norma Morales? It's amazing.
You wanted to be on that. That you always told me that's your side.
That's my side, Norma.
That's what you got.
Because that's my good side.
Would you like for me to scoot over, Alex?
I'd like for you to.
I could scoot over.
I'd like for you to fix me a margarita, Norma, but I don't think we can do that during working hours. You know what? I'll fix you a margarita, Norma. That sounded very sexist.
Here.
I apologize for that.
No
Norma,
comment.
No comment, exactly. You know, Norma, we've become politically correct, and I understand things better, I think, as I get a little bit older, Norma. My point in all of this is behavior. We've seen some parent behavior. We've seen some behavior from even players, Norma. But overall, what I've seen this weekend has been very positive.
Right.
Has been positive in the sense of being here, being supportive, and the emotion gets the best of us. All of us want our teams to win. All of us want us to our children to be successful, and we try as best we can.
Yeah, we do try, Alex, and again, those emotions, especially with the heat, it could get to us.
It can. So we're continuing here with our live coverage, live streaming from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Mohawk Sports Complex. I'm Alex Parra. Beside me, Miss Norma Morales. We're following two games, if you're just joining us. 06B team playing, 08B team playing, the 08B team. Actually, can we go to this free kick, Mr. Producer, on field number 9, the 08B team here. Let's see if we can catch this. Diego working hard. And here's an opportunity. Jasper Schneefus with the kick toward goal. Watch this. Oh! What a save, Norma.
That is an awesome save, Alex. It was a great kick. But the goalkeeper did, of course.
Got his hand on it, Norma. Yeah. That's all that counts. And, often goalkeepers, you don't have to catch the ball there. Deflect it over the bar. That's what we teach our goalkeepers to do. Just pop it over the bar.
Pop it.
Let the force of the ball itself and just deflect it. Deflect it up and over. So we'll have a corner kick. So let's stay with this. Here's an opportunity then for SG1. Let's see what Mr. Schneefus can do with this ball. Here is the corner. Toward the near post.
Was
And
that
just
in?
into the side netting, Norma. Nope. But I believe we'll have another corner kick. So let's see if we can have a better opportunity. We're monitoring also, Norma, another opportunity here on the 06B team. Nope. We'll stay with this corner kick. Was there an offside over there, Norma? Yes, there'll be a free kick in that game. But here we go now. Another free kick. Sorry, another corner kick. Near post. Deflected by anybody? Nope. White team clearing it out, Norma. And will they have a counter? I hear a couple of whistles, Norma, but
Yeah, so it looks like, Alex, on the
Halftime
08B
there,
side,
yeah.
right, it is a halftime.
let's see, is that right? No, hold on. Yeah, they're walking away.
They're walking away. It just
Hold,
looks
hold
like
on, stay on the shot, Mr. Producer. Can you go back to the other field, please? Because there's a conversation with the other coach. Okay, can you zoom into the coach and the referee, the center? Keep going. I want to make sure that we're catching everything in the sense of whether or not this is actual halftime or not. There was some words exchanged there, but I don't think anything severe. All right, and we are in halftime of that game. So why don't we now go to the 06B team, Mr. Producer, and kind of update there. 1-0 is the score here. So both SG1 teams right now, ladies and gentlemen, winning. And that's a positive, of course. The 08 boys at halftime, the 06 boys here in the first half. And we'll see now the kind of pressure that they can put on the Tulsa SC team before halftime. Norma, do you have an update?
We do have an update, Alex, because, of course, what we talked about earlier is that not only our game is important in regards to the standings, but it's also the other games that are happening. And we did get an update right now that FC Dallas is at 1 and Dynamos is at 0. And this is for the 06B team. Or 08?
08, correct.
08, I'm sorry, 08.
Correct,
age group.
correct,
Yeah.
correct. So that's the other match in the 08B team. So right now, with FC Dallas, with the 3 points, they would be in first place.
Right.
So and we'll give you at our halftime here of the 06B, Norma. We'll maybe come on camera and kind of give everyone a little bit of an update, even if it isn't a final, of course. But back to the action here, Miss Norma, 06B team. Far side, at least far side for us. On your screen currently, the SG1 team dressed all in blue from right to left. The Tulsa Soccer Club team in white and red from left to right on your screens.
Alex, earlier I said it's Audi versus Kia.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
and I
did
hope
you not
Audi
catch-
wins, Norma. I don't even want to mention the other car company, Norma. But I understand. Yes.
And here we have a throw in with the 06B team, number 12, throwing it in.
No substitutions. Someone coming to him. He asks for movement, and he gets it. David Arroyo with the ball. Nice tackle. Nice defensive tackle. And here we have a substitution. Speaking of these things, one sub, Norma, for the 06B team.
We have Liz McLaughlin, who just said they're watching on the big screen.
Oh,
How cool
thank
is
you.
that?
Oh, well, let's see how, when at halftime they come to us, how cool that is.
It may not be a great shot, but
I don't look great in HD, Norma. 3 bottles of wine, very dark lighting, and I'm a good-looking man.
maybe we can have Selma Photoshop some of those photos of you, Alex.
Yeah, that's the only way, Norma. I like these filters, Norma. They make me look like a different person. Which is what I need. Anyway, we're continuing with our coverage. Exciting day for us, Norma. Tiring day in the sense that emotionally, all the parents, all the families, all the players, all the coaches really have gotten through this tournament so far, but there's obviously a lot more to play for. Tulsa moving the ball forward, losing it. Here's a possibility of a shot from distance. Too much space. A give and go. He's in. The shot deflected again by the SG1 defender. Careful there.
Careful.
That goes for a corner, Norma, so this should get
Yeah.
interesting. So let's watch this corner kick. And you hear exactly what Coach Eugenio says, which is, guys, come on, pay attention.
Yeah, that's the thing, Alex, is that sometimes if you have that opportunity, you don't really want to get it out on our end to cause that corner kick, Alex. So, yeah, boys just need to pay attention a little bit more and get the ball out.
So let's see if someone can get a tight shot of this corner. Maybe that would be Grant's camera. There we go. So we can watch the kick. As we go, there we go. And this is the corner kick that's taking place now. They're playing it short. There we go. Kind of dummying it. A shot. Careful. And over the goal.
Over.
And that will go for a goal kick, Miss Norma. So right now, both teams with the 3 points. And that's exactly what we want.
Right.
Again, we're waiting on a couple of results. We'll see. We'll also get an update of the other match that can affect this game you're watching now, the 06B team. Is this Jacob, Norma, with the goal kick?
I can't see, Alex.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and currently right now we have the 08B still on
Halftime,
on
yeah.
halftime, correct.
Norma, any other shout outs? If you can help us out with that, that would be fantastic. We appreciate you watching. Here's a good turn with the ball, one-on-one, opening up to the left side. Ooh, could have been a trip, could have been a foul, but nothing called. Ball kicked out of bounds, throw in for Tulsa. You can hear the indications from both coaches. Coach Eugenio saying help on defense, focus defensively. Both coaches, Norma, truly vested in this outcome. That was a throw. That was a throw and working the sideline. Mr. Green touching the ball, trying to clear it. Now it goes out a little bit, but turned over to Tulsa Soccer Club. Here's an in-swinger into the box. Nice header to be cleared out, but Tulsa still pressing. In the box, delivery, cleared out. Again, nobody there in midfield collecting that ball. And exactly what Coach said, come around, be patient, keep possession. There's no need to lose the ball, to be honest with you.
There isn't.
And Tulsa right now with some discipline. A bit of a bump there for David Arroyo. Now it appears clearing the ball more than anything, less possession, more clearance. Ball goes out of bounds, and we will have a throw in now for SG1. SG1, by the way, those of you who don't know, Norma, we're based out of Katy, Texas. Your favorite city? And mine.
It's your favorite city. Of course, it's both our favorite cities. We're from there.
Norma's the mayor of Katy, Texas.
Oh, nice kick.
Careful.
But is it in?
No, ma'am. A little ambitious, but why not, right?
Yeah.
Put pressure on that goalkeeper. This is giving you an idea, ladies and gentlemen, of the setting. Here's the both coaches. That happens to be the coach for the Tulsa team. And now we'll have a goal kick to restart this. I would think, Norma, we're probably just a few minutes away or less from halftime. The referee, the center, looking at his watch, and he may confirm that at any moment. So up 1-0, the minimum advantage, obviously. And I don't know if there'll be enough time. And just like that,
there it goes.
There we go to halftime. So, Mr. Producer, before we restart the action, maybe we can come back to us on camera in just a second. And there's a couple of things that we want to do and we want to show you. But right now, halftime for both teams on this special coverage. SG1 Live, Norma, what we usually do. But so why don't we come back to us? Thank you for joining us. That's one of the games going on. 1-0 is that score. We can pop that out of there. And Norma, you have something very special in front of you, which talks about our 10-year anniversary, Norma. And this will be our 10th anniversary, a decade jersey, commemorative jersey. We literally just got this in from Egypt.
Literally from Egypt.
Literally just now.
Okay, so here we go with our...
Wow, Norma.
10-year anniversary jersey.
And I like this. No, we cover Norma up together. No, let me do that, Norma. You describe it and I'll hold it up. I don't want to cover you up, just the opposite.
No, so actually it's similar to what our current jerseys are, just different color. We've got a crimson color with the navy, of course. We have the audience silver along with our SG1 patch. And Alex, of course, we've got our logos of our Mambo Seafood and Snowdrop and audience.
Norma, my producer tells me we've only got 10 left. This is like the Home Shopping Network. Buy them now. We're now to 8. There are only 8 left. $199.99. No.
And then here you see the logo of 10 years from we started 2012 to 2022.
Yeah, is that
next year? Yeah.
Well, that adds up to 12 years, but no, that's correct.
It's 10 years, right?
Yes, ma'am, it is 10 years. No, I'm not trying to throw you off.
You're
Home Shopping
off,
Network. Norma, also great props to our sponsors.
Federal Grill and Snowdrop. And then on the other side, Alex, we have Mambo Seafood.
Mambo Seafood. Excellent part of the SG1 family. Here's the question before we go back out to the action. Do you like the jersey? How does this look in the big screen in HD? Probably better than this, right? Than Alex's face. Do you like it?
Why don't we leave it there for a while?
Yeah, I think that's the best thing. Tell us what you think about it. Tell us if you like it. Be honest with us, and please send us a shout-out. So, Mr. Producer, let's go back out then to the 08B team, where they're about to start on field number 9. There's the whistle. I think we can go back to that camera now, Mr. Producer, and catch the action. Or maybe we can't.
And again,
There we go.
Yeah, and again, Alex, 08B SG1 team is in the dark color of navy, with the Dallas Texans being in white and
Yes,
light.
ma'am. And now they, SG1 going on your screens from right to left, the Dallas Texans from left to right. So, Norma, maybe you can help me out with some more updates that may be coming in, and I'll kind of hold down the fort here. But we thank all of you that are watching us. What we've seen, at least from the 8B team, has been several opportunities. But you know what? The pressure of it is really maybe the most important thing. I think here's one of the things I tell all players, Norma. Be aware of the standings, but don't let it guide you. What I mean is, Norma, if you know you've got to win by X amount of goals, if you know you need X, it gives you anxiety because you'll tell yourself, okay, I'm winning. Oh, I'm only winning by this. I'm only winning by that. When really, you should focus on playing. I think if you get ahead of yourself and have the table, the standings in your mind, it messes with you. I tell my players, you know what? Take one half at a time. Don't worry about anything prior or after. Just focus on this.
Yeah, you got to focus on it and then just wait till the end of the game and see what the standings are. But we do have an update, Alex, for the 06B boys side bracket. We've got Blitz, who we played, believe, on Friday. They are up 1 with Stampede FC at 0.
Yeah, and we actually would prefer that score to be different
Correct.
in helping us out. And we'll kind of put all that into context here in a little bit. As we continue our live coverage from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Norma, people I hope are watching us on different social media platforms. What's your favorite social media, Norma?
All of them.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have a...
No,
it's like all your 6 children. You love them all equally. Right? No comment?
No comment.
Norma's had enough of me. It's too hot, Alex, for those personal attacks. Here's SG1 with the ball coming up the left flank, and here's an opportunity, 4v2. Watch the offsides. Don't overplay it. The ball's
exactly,
played.
That's what I was worried about.
Onside, but losing the ball, Norma. Wow.
That's one thing, Alex. I know we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We've just got to make sure we don't get on that offsides.
Well, when you have numbers in a counter attack, you've got to be watching for offsides. I think initially the player, and forgive me, I didn't catch his name, was aware in front of him, but as he went across field, what he did, slowing down, he gave the defender the opportunity to step up.
All right.
So here we go now with Dallas Texans with possession, moving the ball in the midfield. Good 1-2 passing. Trying to open up the field. Going wide, down the line, on sides, good movement. Nope. And exactly what I thought was happening didn't happen. An offside call. And there'll be a free kick then for SG1 Soccer Club. Miss Salma, I'm going to ask you then if you could go to the standings for this group, the 08B. With the score that Norma has, will kind of give you an idea of the actual situation. So just pop that up. Okay, so quickly, Norma, right now with the 08B, we had the score previously that you gave us, which was FC Dallas up 1-0 over Dynamo. So right now, as it stands today, the FC Dallas team would now have 9 points. Dynamo's 3. SG1 right now would be second place with 6 points. As of this moment, that obviously, ladies and gentlemen, can change. Thank you, Mr. Producer, for that graphic. That'll help us out as we get through the rest of our coverage. So right now, even if we go ahead and end the way it is, Norma, the other game is not helping us.
No, it's not. It needs to be the other way around, Alex. But it's still not over yet. Like I said yesterday, things can change.
It ain't over till it's
over.
Over, yeah. Or till you sign that divorce paper, Norma. That's no. Then you still have child support. So it isn't even over then, Norma. Too much. I think I'm going to get some complaints.
Too much. It looks like Dallas FC tried to make a goal there, but of course it went a little way too high. It looks like is it a corner kick, Alex? Is that what I see that's coming up? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a throw-in corner kick.
No, it's a corner kick. We'll see what Dallas Texans team can do here. Will it be a short ball? Probably not, Norma. Here's an in-swinger near post, bouncing, cleared, and we'll go for another corner kick, Miss Norma Morales. Norma, have you had fun so far here in Tulsa?
I've been having a blast, Alex.
Room service, rooftop bar at the Cockroach Inn?
That's what the budget gave me, so had no other choice.
Not much, Norma, but it got you out of your house, so that was the important part.
You told me this was going to be a vacation. Why not?
Oh, yeah. In about 2 hours it will be, Norma, as we get back on the Greyhound and head back
Alex, looks like
to
something
Houston.
happened with the 08s. Let's see.
Free kick for SG1. I guess a foul call.
SG1, right.
And Santi Noca now, Norma, is the goalkeeper for the 08B team. But they've both done a great job splitting time.
Exactly. Giving both boys an opportunity to play in such a great tournament.
Yeah, and they're learning, Norma. They're only going to grow and get better. Here's some possession in midfield, chasing it down. Good.
Yeah, that was a foul, Alex. It looks like one of our SG1 players did a little bit of a push. It was clear as day.
Yeah,
I
Norma.
should say.
Like
that
when
he
you
did
pushed
foul.
me here on set, Norma. It's like, wait a minute. That's not allowed.
I'll do it on camera. I have no
know
problem
you
with
will.
that.
I know you will, Norma.
I'll make it clear as day as well.
And I frankly don't blame you sometimes. The restart underway. Texans with possession.
Right.
Playing back, opening up to the right wing. Will DeRay get there? Yes, ma'am. Now what? Let's start making some passes and opening up the field. Here we go, Norma. Opportunity on the left side.
Great pass from Sebastian to Kim down.
And just like that, out of bounds. You know, Norma, look, the fields have been in overall good condition. I'd rather have the lines be a little brighter, but who am I to criticize?
Oh, that was almost a crash there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the fields are good, Alex. Yeah, the lining could be a little bit better. I agree.
I think it helps everybody, including the referees, be able
Right.
to make better calls.
Right. But I can't complain. Fields are great.
No,
Facilities are great.
You can't complain, and you do, Norma, but
I wasn't the one that was
I'm the one that
complaining.
brought it up.
Exactly.
I'm the
but
one
no,
that
I
brought
do
it up.
agree with you, Alex. I mean, those lines being as bright, they need to be brighter to help those referees, to help the coaches, because then there's always going to be questions. Is it in? Is it out? Is the ball, for the ball? And so making those correct
decisions
Yeah. for the refs.
It has to happen. So there was a foul called here on one of the Dallas Texans players. Free kick, I would say, Norma, probably about 25, 30 yards out on the far left side. Right-footed kick into the box, touched by. That was a deflection, I hope, officially.
That was a deflection off of SG1. Luckily, we're glad that it didn't go in on our behalf.
Yeah, Santi with a left-footed kick and clearing it out. Now more work for SG1. Let's see if we can put some passes together here, Miss Norma, and build up for maybe another goal, if possible. Good exchange
nice
here.
pass to Owen. Owen passing now.
They've got to watch.
Yeah.
They've got to watch the offsides, Norma. That ball's through. No flag up, but being marked well.
And as you can see, Alex, if they can move the ball all the way onto the other side, switch fields to DeRay, he's open.
Well, that's
Well, now he's not, but
yeah,
he was open at one point.
I believe, Norma, one of the keys here for the movement on the 8B team is kind of open up the field wider, side to side.
Exactly.
I think that from my perspective and what we've been watching, they've been kind of a little bit too tight, too
In the middle.
congested in the center, as we say,
Exactly.
Norma. And I won't tell my Vic story again today, Norma. The tortilla and Vic story. True story.
I need to ask if that is.
That is a very, very true story. So anyway, we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the second half of the 08B game, taking on Dallas Texans. As you can see on your screen, the score 2-1. So that at this moment, it's 3 points. Here's a dangerous opportunity for Dallas Texans in the box. The service, nobody's there to follow on either team. And the ball finally cleared out. And why don't we go back now to the 06B team who've just started the second half. We can also give you an update there on that score. Live from Mohawk Sports Complex. That's looking at us, which you can do, but this is even better. Less of us, more of this game. 1-0 is the 06B team.
So here we go with the 06B team just starting their second half. And again, it's still hot out here. Heat's been a huge factor. This is the time where sometimes some of the players will get a little bit overheated. They may want a little bit of a longer break. We don't know. And I see Mr. Bassetta. He is still the goalkeeper for second half. If you know, with the 08s, there was a switch of goalkeepers, but it's been consistent on the 06 team being Mr. Bassetta as the goalkeeper. Mr. Green having the ball, trying to get it up to Mr. Dow. Mr. Dow trying to kick it up to the forward. Of course, it didn't make it. Again, we're watching the 06B team on our right side. We got 2 games going on if you're just joining us. We have the 08B team playing the Dallas Texans, Texas versus Texas, on our left side. And then the 06B team on our right side playing Tulsa Soccer Club. Both games are actually started right at 3 o'clock, so we're trying to commentate both games, doing the best that we can. I know some of you guys wanted to watch both games, or actually one game, but we're having to split both games because they're all both started at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, this is the luck of the draw, Miss Norma. We wish we would have had, a different situation, but under the circumstances, this is the best that we can do. So thanks to everyone at U.S. Club Soccer for helping us, actually.
Yeah, they've been very accommodating, it would have been great to have 2 different times for this today with both teams to be able to air separately, but we had this opportunity to do it both at one time.
So, Ms. Norma, a couple of things here. If we can go, Mr. Producer, in a moment to the standings for the 06 group, we'll give you what that looks like at this moment, and we're trying to keep tabs on these 2 games and on other games and matches going on. So, right now, as you can see, SG1, if they finish winning this game, when they're up 1-0, that would take them to 7 points. The Blitz United team, Norma, right now is also winning. They're up also 1-0. That would take them to 7 points. And unfortunately, in that scenario, the head-to-head tie, the tiebreak would be the goal differential, and it's still in favor of the Blitz United team. So, to be honest with you, being selfish for SG1, we need FC Stampede to help us out.
Okay.
We need to have them get a tie, if possible, Norma.
Got it. So, Alex, I have a question, because just so people will understand. So, what you're saying, we want FC Stampede to win, correct?
Or at the very minimum, tie. Because
okay.
the tie would only give the Blitz team 1 point versus 3.
Now, does that mean goals for us? Is there a certain number of goals that we have to make?
Well, yes. So let's
and
go.
How many games?
Sure.
And how many games? I'm just wanting us to break it a little bit down, just so that others that may not be familiar with the standings, just to kind of break down a little bit for them.
Got it. So let's go back, if you don't mind, to that last graphic, Mr. Producer, just to follow up on the question. So right now, if Blitz United wins, again, 3 points, they go to 7. If we win the way we are now, we go to 7. But the goal differential right now, it's still a difference of 3. Because we've so what we need to do now is score probably 3 goals
for the whole game
in this half.
Okay.
And the other score to remain the same, and then we would go through on goal differential.
Got it.
That makes sense. But the easiest thing, if you can, and we'll see if we can get an update, is for FC Stampede to tie that game. That way the Blitz United team would only move to 5 teams. With a win, we would move to 7, and we're through on points.
So we want to pray.
We want to pray. We want to light a candle for FC Stampede to help us out. That would make things a lot easier. But we'll keep up to you. Thank you for that graphic, Mr. Producer.
Right.
We appreciate it. You can hear the sights and sounds of soccer. Soccer in the summer. Soccer from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Where's Oklahoma, some people may ask? North of Texas. They let us cross the border, Norma. No COVID check. No passports necessary.
Exactly. And it's 8 hours, just if anyone has never been to Tulsa and they would like to drive to Tulsa. It is an 8-hour drive.
Well, it's 8 hours, Norma, but you made a stop at a couple of casinos.
Well, and in an air flight, probably an hour and a half flight, maybe 2 hours. But Alex chose to drive, so
yeah,
here we are.
I did, Norma. We went on the Greyhound, which is fine.
The mega bus.
That's right, the mega bus. Ball into the box played for Jacob Dowd. Was that Jacob Dowd?
That is Jacob Dowd, with the goalkeeper punching that ball out.
And again, here's some pressure.
Multiple headers.
Fernando Arroyo looking for the ball, cleared out now by the Tulsa Soccer Club team. We're keeping tabs on the 08 as well. They're up 2-1 in that match.
They've got to look up, see who's open.
David Arroyo, lefty. Easy
Not
shot.
quite.
No issues for the goalkeeper, Norma. There's the shouts from the coaches about a foul, Norma. That tends to be typical, right?
That tends to be, yep. But again, the referees are the ones that make the calls, Alex.
And we have to respect that, Norma,
right.
As difficult as it may be. And I go back to this, ladies and gentlemen. I know for sure that in the South Texas area, there is a shortage of referees. It's a referee crisis, not enough referees. And the main reason, Norma, I know this as a referee. I hear this from referees. I hear this from organizations that sanction referees, is that the abuse that they take from fans, from coaches, from players is out of control. And nobody then wants to be a referee when they are abused that way. Careful here.
Right.
Ball played into the
the
box.
ball-
Header.
And it's not in, Alex.
Nope, goes
that,
out.
That was very close with a nice dive from Bastetta.
Yeah, our goalkeeper diving, but he did not touch the ball. I thought he
didn't.
might have deflected it for a corner, but no, we'll have a goal kick. And now a sub first, Norma, for SG1. We see Jacob Dow coming out of the match, being subbed. He's kind of holding us back, Norma, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. Hopefully it's nothing too severe.
Not sure if maybe he had gotten hit behind. It looks like it.
It might have been, Norma.
Yeah.
So we play on here, and I believe coming into the match, Norma,
Was
now.
number 16?
Yes, I can't find him on my roster there, Norma. There he is, Diego Reyes, of course.
I just think you needed your glasses on.
I need my glasses and a little bit of a brain, Norma. That would help. What is that movie? If I only had a brain, David Arroyo now, The Wizard of Oz.
Here,
Am I on your way, Norma?
You are.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to watch thing, but that's okay, Alex. We got David trying to. He's got 3 players on him, Alex. How is he going to be able
He
to
got
break through?
the service back to the top of the 18, headed down. David is naturally a lefty, Norma. We're working with him to really work on the balance and use his right side. And when he does, he scored some beautiful goals. So
Yeah.
he's a very he's a strong physical player, Norma, and very creative as well. Gritty is the word I would use.
Right. Another sub looks like for Tulsa Soccer Club, Alex. And it looks like Coach Eugenio right now has asked some of his players that have been on the bench to kind of warm up. And, of course, like what we said earlier, Alex, Coach Eugenio, it's not just 1 or 2 subs. He may do that every once in a while, but he's been pretty consistent on bringing at least 6 players, 6-player subs when he needs to. And it looks like that's what he's going to wind up doing.
Yes, ma'am, it does. And agreeing with you, he's kind of...
Oh, you agree with me?
For once.
Yeah.
For once. Everybody mark that down. By the way, we do agree with each other. Not a lot. Playing on here. Again, it's a nervous time. If this result holds, it's definitely positive for the 06B team, Norma, but we need some help at this point because the last update of scores that we received was that the Blitz team, the one that we tied in our first match, is still ahead in their match by the same score, 1-0, and with the goal differential right now. Norma, that puts them through. So we're hoping to get maybe an update if we can from from that match.
Right, exactly. And that was a great game with what we had with Blitz. That was a really great game. That was one of our first games that we had with the 06s. Great match. And unfortunately, we were a little bit low on that one. But, hey, we're here. We're waiting for some more points to come in on our end for the 06 boys. '06 boys with the throw-in, wanting to try to get that ball into the center. Trying to get those points in to help with our standings as well. We have Coach Alex Mr. Alex trying to run in to kind of get back into the spotlight in. I was trying to help. I was hoping one of our photographers would get a shot of you running. I needed to say that, Alex, because we don't see you run very often. It kind of threw me off. I was looking at the game and saw someone running out of breath. I'm like, hold on, I need a spotlight that.
Norma, it's hot. That's all I can say. Norma, here's the update, the latest that I have.
Okay.
The score is holding in the Blitz match against FC Stampede. It's still 1-0.
Okay.
They are also now in the second half. Now, the 08B team, now the score for that match is now 2-0 for FC Dallas. So they are right now still in command of the group by maintaining that score, Norma. So that doesn't bode well for the 8B team. And right now, we need some help, Norma, so that the 06B team can hopefully maybe get a tie. So we're keeping tabs on those games, Norma. It's really going to be that close.
And that's the thing. We're having to multitask, commentate, and then also see what the other teams
Uncle Alex
are.
can't do that. And run? Come on, Norma. You're asking for miracles right now, Norma.
At least you're running.
So here we go. There's a little bit of a conversation from the coach from
Yeah,
Tulsa
it
Soccer
looks
Club.
like Tulsa Soccer Club's not very happy in regards to the call, Alex, of it. He's thinking that we pretty much called it. But yeah, Mr. Blackwood making that corner kick up to the center, but really no movement other than now Tulsa Soccer Club kicking it out.
And you know, Norma, I get that every coach has to defend their team, their position, their situation. It's how much of this, and we talked about this earlier. I believe that all of us should be civilized. I'm not saying the coach is crossing the line. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Yeah, no.
That's his perspective. My point in bringing that up is, hey, this is what happens in a competitive situation. Here was a pseudo shot over the goal.
And that was by David Arroyo.
Yeah,
Alex.
and the keeper chasing it down now, Norma. So now the clock becomes a factor. They'll go into, and by the way, Norma, we've just had a goal scored on the 08B match. So maybe we can switch over there quickly. The 08B match, that now puts that score, and we're going to get that graphic out of there because now that score is 2-2, unfortunately. So let's pop that score out of there because that's not this match. If we can do that, Mr. and Miss Producer, thank you. So, and as they go to hydration break, so just so you know, all right, so now I'm going to, so yes, let's stay on this just to update it. So this is the update. The Dallas Texans team just scoring and tying up the match 2-2. After this break, Norma, will have probably no more than 15 minutes left. So you know what, Mr. Producer, let's go back on camera because there's a hydration break as well happening in both teams. And this will give us an opportunity to kind of reset and talk about where we are. Miss Norma, you're on camera. Say hi. That's Norma. I'm Alex. Thank you for joining us. We are doing our best, ladies and gentlemen, to manage two matches that are going on simultaneously.
Really, it's not 2, it's 4.
Well, it's 4 because we are watching the scores of other matches, which are equally important. Let's go quickly. Less of us, more of the information. Norma, less of Alex, less of Norma. Although you have a lot of fans.
Nah,
Miss Norma.
let's go to something else here.
Yeah, let's see. Mr. Producer, put up any one of the standings so we can give you the latest because it's really coming down to the last minutes of these games. This is how it's important. Talking first about the 08B. This now is the way this would stand. FC Dallas winning right now. They would go to 9 points. Dynamos right now would stay at 3. SG1 Soccer and Dallas Texans would pick up a point each. So that would put SG1 Soccer in second place.
Correct.
That's not bad, but not enough to take first place. So when do we go to the 06B team? So we can give you an idea of what's happening there. If the results hold right now, Blitz up 1-0 over FC Stampede. That group, it would be 7 points for Blitz United, 7 points for SG1 Soccer, 3 for Tulsa Soccer Club, and 0 for FC Stampede. And again, with the goal differential, unfortunately, still not enough by my count, and I could be wrong, for the SG1 team to go to national. So let's go back to the action. We've got action on the 08 game.
And that was their second. That was their second hydration on the second. No, first hydration on the second half.
Second half. So the last one probably of this game. So I would say, Norma, like I said, we have maybe another maximum of 15 minutes to play. So that remains the same over there, 1-0. I've just been handed the update, Norma, for the Blitz game. So we're really hoping FC Stampede can tie it. I'm praying, Norma, light a candle. This is it.
Yeah,
Do you believe in the divinity, Norma? Do you believe in the Almighty?
Alex, I always believe, just like yesterday.
You were believing.
I am a believer.
I'm sweating, Norma, and it's not because of the heat. Or the restraining order, Norma. I'm just
we're looking at the 08s, Alex. That was a nice pass, actually,
Careful
from the
here.
Dallas Texans. And
Good.
it was a nice pass, kind of a little bit over midfield to the right. Santiago almost lost it, but he was able to recover.
So 2-2 this match. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, a late goal here, or a recent goal, I should say, right before the hydration break from the Dallas Texans team. And now it makes it interesting. Here's a through ball. Will he get there? Oh, no.
That was a nice through ball, Alex,
little
from
bit more.
Santi.
Right side of the field, opening up.
Isaiah
Ball
making
into
a
the box.
great
Norma,
pass.
careful here.
Oh.
Good defending. Will there be a shot here?
No.
Well, an attempt of a shot.
I think he probably needed to settle
Careful
it just
here,
for
Norma. Here's the shot now. And
oh,
just wide, Norma.
Yeah. It was a little bit too wide, but very close, Alex.
Just
good
wide of the
idea.
goal.
Good idea. Looks like they have a little bit more energy here at the last 15 minutes of the 08B team, Alex.
Goalkeeper going down. Naturally, he's, I don't want to say taking his time. Make sure he's okay first. That's first and foremost the priority. and then we will continue the action with the restart and a goal kick. Mr. Producer, can we go to the game to our right, the 06B team? A little bit of controversy. There was a call just a second ago for a penalty kick. It's still 1-0. SG1 pressing. Let's watch a little bit of this action, Ms. Norma. Ball served in. Ball bouncing right to the keeper's hands. And just a second ago, we heard the cry for a penalty kick. And now a foul, whistled, but against SG1. Restart taken quickly by Tulsa Soccer Club. Right side. Ball played. That should have been a foul, Norma. And it is called. So there you have it, Norma. It's getting a little bit emotional as it tends to happen, Norma.
Yeah, it will get emotional, Alex, especially like what you said, every second counts. Every play will count, especially for these final games.
And Norma, you know what? At this stage in the game, it's also an issue, Norma, of being able to withstand the...
there's another goal,
Oh, Norma,
Alex.
goal. We just got tied up here, Norma. Yep, goal right now for the Tulsa SC team. There are no... the AR is not signaling anything going up. And with that, Norma, we now have a tie match here. 1-1. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to catch the action on the other field.
It kind of looked like, Alex, if I'm not mistaken, that, it was a player that was just unmarked. He was there at the right time, was able to tap it in on his leg, and there you go, a score.
Well, number one, Norma, that really puts things in a very difficult situation because we don't even pick up the 7 points, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
And right now, the Blitz United match, it makes it really, really tough now. There'll be a substitution here for SG1. Mr. Green coming out. Aiden Hurley coming in. And with the throw-in, Mr. Hurley. Nice turn, ball out of bounds. Tulsa with the throw-in. Coach Eugenio pushing.
Yeah, he's trying to motivate those boys not to quit. Of course, how many minutes, Alex, do you think we have for this game?
Norma, as I look at this team, the 06 team, I would say maybe we've got 20 max.
Oh, look, Alex, we on the 08 side, Dallas Texans just scored. Now we're down.
All right, Norma, forgive me. We'll get back to that game shortly.
Right.
We'll have a corner kick. So now the 08B team are down 3-2. If I'm not mistaken.
Correct. We are down on the 08-3-2.
Right. So
now we have a corner kick with the 06B team.
All right. So that's what you're watching now is that game. Dallas Texans have scored 2 goals here probably within the last 5 minutes. And the score now is 3-2. So things not looking so great. From being up to now being down. Let's switch back to the 06 team, if we may, Mr. Producer, for this corner kick. Jake Matthews kicking it straight out of bounds. I don't know what to say there, but that's the reality of that situation. And this game now tied 1-1. Another substitution, or 2 substitutions rather, Norma coming in, sorry, 1 for the Tulsa Soccer Club team.
Correct, Alex.
And Norma, I go back to it. Right now, the heat, the emotion of the moment, all these little things coming together, and it makes it tough.
It's a lot of pressure, Alex. It is a lot of pressure. It's the final game. They know what they needed to come into at the beginning of the game. Being able to apply it. And like we said, every second counts, every play will count.
Absolutely, Norma. Look, we can't ask more of these young men and young women. It's really about the lessons that we're learning. First of all, here's the ball on the other game. Keep tracks over there for me, Norma.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking here at the 8, so we're just had a foul.
Mr. Producer, let's go to the other game, please. Here's a free kick for SG1.
Yeah, foul on the Texans, number 2, and we have Sebastian, number 22. On this kick.
All right, let's hope for something here, Norma. Distance is being called for. And here's a great opportunity, Miss Norma.
Exactly.
Take it away, Norma.
Sebastian making a kick into the center. Is someone there?
Shot!
And a shot. And no, almost. Kiam tried to make a goal. However, the keeper did stop it.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Intervening well, that goalkeeper. And that's the score, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2. What was a lead for the team has now changed quickly, Norma. 2 unanswered goals by the Dallas Texans team after being up 2-1 in the match. So let's go now to the 06 game, please, if we can, Mr. Producer. That game now tied 1-1. And we'll see if we get an update from the other fields. Substitution happening for the SG1 team. Sebastian Lopez coming out. Mr. Kei Matsuyama coming in.
We have a lot of parents, Alex, on the sideline. Not only the coaches are trying to motivate the players to continue to play hard, we have a lot of the parents also cheering on the boys so that they can actually finish the game strong.
You know, I think, Norma, the emotion's getting to all of us. I mean, the situation, but this is how we learn. This is how we grow, Norma. This is how we improve, winning or losing. And I need to let you know that no matter how this ends, it's without a doubt a good opportunity for everyone. All right, corner kick for Tulsa SC here. Second half. Ball played in, near post, deflected. Cleared out, not yet. Now it's cleared out, Norma, but here comes a potential shot.
Oh, and actually
again,
stopped by
David
Mr.
Arroyo.
Arroyo.
Yep.
Correct. Nice defense from David Arroyo, Alex, trying to make it up to the forward. Oh,
that's got to be a foul.
That has to be a foul, Alex.
Yeah, and they've got it. No doubt about that foul. And again, an opportunity and a free kick for SG1. The clock, a factor. The other match, a factor. Ladies and gentlemen, as they say, we're on pins and needles, Norma.
That's the way to put it, Alex.
That's a way.
That's a way to put it, yep.
A lot of emotion, Norma, from everyone, and now it's how we handle this. So, free kick, Norma, I would say about 40, 45 yards out. Ball played into the box. Will there be a bounce? Nobody gets there but the keeper. Well done by the goalkeeper, collected well, playing in this box and clearing the ball long. Yes, ma'am.
Right, no, you are doing the 06B team, just wanting to reconfirm for the
Yes, ma'am. What you're seeing on your screen right now is what we're talking about mainly. We're also keeping tabs on another match that's going on right beside us. So regardless, at the end of these matches, Norma, we're going to have interviews, post-game interviews with players, with coaches. So hopefully you stay tuned to this live stream for that. We can't thank all of you enough for being with us and watching us. And Norma, here we go. An opportunity for SG1. Players in. Ball played back. But
and
nobody there. Is the ball going into the net? Safe. But here's David Arroyo with the ball. Cleared again, Norma. That should have been a huge opportunity. Coach Eugenio saying that ball was in. No call. So let's get a better shot of whatever that is. If we can get a coach or the action, that would be fantastic, Mr. Producer. Thank you. Goal kick now called. I know our producer is working hard. I don't want to be tough on him. That was a key play right there, Norma.
Very emotional, Alex. Yes, I mean, that ball was literally right there. Unfortunately, Tulsa Soccer Club did defend it, kicked it out. Again, Arroyo trying to put the ball back in, but it just didn't go in.
Short goal kick played out, Norma. Tulsa Soccer Club with possession. It'll be out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for SG1. Time not on the side of either team, the 08s or the 06s. You're watching the 06B taking on Tulsa Soccer Club live from Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're live here, SG1 live. These teams, both of them, the 08, the 06, playing for a shot at the Nationals, Norma, the National Championship. And it's been a tough 3 days. It's been heat. It's been effort. It's been also good opponents, Norma. This is what we want to see.
Yeah, Alex, you know, it's been very great opponents on both sides, of course, on the 06 side and on the 08 side. Again, testing these players on what their level is. Not only they're playing in the Texas, you know, they played some Texas teams, but they've also played teams in Oklahoma.
Fort Worth from Oklahoma, Norma, from the Dallas area, of course.
Exactly.
So it's the best of the region. Obviously, that for a reason. All right, here's an opportunity. David Arroyo, ball through. He's offside, Norma.
Offsides, yeah, that was pretty clear, Alex.
That was Matsuyama in an offside position. We'll have a free kick now. I expect, Norma, to maybe have one hydration break, which is coming now for the 06B team. While they collect themselves, let's go to the 08B game. Right now, that game 3-2, unfortunately. Although with our respects to the Dallas Texans team. So a lot of action. So we'll see if this game, and with that, Norma, we catch the end of the match.
Yeah, it's the end of the match. It was a great game, Alex, for the 08B team. Unfortunately, we got cut a little short.
Yep, if we can zoom in a little bit, Mr. Producer, and stay on this, because that is the end of the match then. This is, unfortunately, a final score, and this is the way the other team celebrates. But this is our 08B team today, with opportunities, today, up in the score. But the reality is this, Norma, 3-2. Final score, and congratulations, Norma, to the Dallas Texans team.
Yeah, congratulations to Dallas Texans. And also, too, great job with the 06B team. A great weekend for them. Being able to come out into the heat, Alex, playing games, 3 games over the weekend, it's a lot.
Absolutely. So we'll ask our photographer to stay on this, stay on the bench, stay on these players. I know we want to try to zoom in as much as possible, Mr. Producer, so we can kind of see what the conversation looks like. We are very proud of them. We are very proud of everything they've accomplished this season, everything they've done to get to this point. I know they're not happy. I know there's a lot of emotions. We are going to try, Ms. Norma, to see if one of the 2 players can talk to us. We'll first wait for the end of the 06B game to bring people in, because we want to cover that. But that's where we stand today. What you're seeing on screen, ladies and gentlemen, is a final score now. Dallas Texans defeating the SG1 08 team, I should say, 3-2, the final score. So if we can quickly, Mr. Producer, go to the 08B standings. At least we'll give you an idea, although it's not final, it's not in the books per se, it'll give you an idea where we should finish in this group. FC Dallas appears to be in the driver's seat. They're leading 2-0 as of last report. They would go to 9 points. Dynamo would stay at 3. Actually, Dallas Texans would now move up to 3, so we'd have 3 teams with 3 points and 9 for the leader and probably winner, more than likely, unless something we don't know happens, the winner of this bracket, FC Dallas, West Texas 08B Abilene. So congratulations to them, and we'll get back without a doubt to the 08B team shortly. So let's switch now to the match that's just getting back underway. And Norma, here we probably have, I would say, no more than another 15 to 20 minutes as well. So we can go to this match, the action that's happening, Mr. Producer. That'll give you an idea of what's at stake here. This game right now, I should say, Norma, tied 1-1. Norma's out of words. She's had enough.
No, I'm back, Alex.
Foul there, Norma.
There's
Yep.
a foul. Sorry, Alex. I'm back now. No words. There's a foul here on the 06B team. Again, every second's going to count, Alex. So that our team is going to have to do is put a couple of goals in, and it is possible, like what we saw yesterday. You know, it's possible to make a couple of goals within the last 15 minutes. So could they do it again?
Absolutely.
Let's see.
So let's also keep track now, Norma, on what's happening with the Blitz game. Right now, we need to score a goal, Norma. We need to try to find a way to pick up the 3 points, if at all possible. And we'll talk about the as they call it, Norma, as I call it, and I'm not trying to be difficult in any way, the post-mortem, meaning analyzing what happened, what could we have done better, how does this work? So, Mr. Producer, if you could have our photographer on the 08 game get back to his position so we can have parents and players meet, we would love to have that, and we'll go to that. If you could help me out with that, Mr. Producer, that would be fantastic. As we continue here watching the action, Tulsa Soccer Club coming back after SG1 06 being up 1-0, Norma, and tying the game. And I sense a little bit of shift when it comes to momentum for the Tulsa team.
Right, exactly. I think them getting that score, Alex, it kind of changed a little bit. It was a game changer, I should say, for them. Looks like their confidence is a little bit up. Again, those 6 needs to play a little bit smarter on the last 15 minutes, last 10 minutes, getting those scores in so that it could help them point-wise.
Watch this, Norma. Jacob Dowd in the box. Kei Matsuyama getting there. Tripped up, no call.
No call.
Play on. Possession out of Tulsa. In the midfield, gathering the ball. It's getting a little bit physical, Norma. Now something called, and it'll be a free kick for the SG1 06B team. Mr. Producer, if you could stand by. We also want to watch the parents and the kids here when they come together. I think that'll be huge because that's what it's really all about. Standings, sure, important. Goals, important. And right now we have, I think, a yellow card that's coming out for the player of the Tulsa Soccer Club.
It looks like number 4, Alex, has
Yeah.
gotten a yellow. No, was it number 4? No, number 10.
I can't see it from here. Norma, I'm going to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Producer, if we can go to the 08B team, please. Parents coming together with players. As much as you can zoom into our coach, please, we would appreciate it. This is what it's about. A conversation about what they've accomplished, a conversation about how they've worked together and how successful of a season they've had. We are very, very, very proud of them, Norma. There may not be a medal this tournament, but this is what counts. Their support, this is beautiful, Norma.
Yeah, Alex, it is. And you know what? Even though this didn't end as what they wanted to end as, this is just great experience for them. And then now they've had this experience this year, that they have another opportunity next year. They do have another opportunity to come back to Tulsa if they want to. They just got to work hard. And now they know what to expect if they do return.
Absolutely. So congratulations to the team. We'll see if we can talk to coach and some players. Let's flip back here. We have an important free kick, Norma. Here we go. Ball played into the box. SG1 looking for a goal. The ball still played. The shot, deflection, turn, over there, over the goal, Norma. Over the goal. And I would say, Norma, we've got probably 10 to 12 minutes left in this match.
Looks like Tanner West is coming out. Nicholas Pabon coming in to replace him as a defender, Alex.
Right, Norma. And, right now we've got to take care of business. So whatever may be happening in another field is that reality. But it would be great if we could get an update or a tie. And then what we have to do here, Norma, is hope for picking up a couple of goals and a couple of points. And I think we have a couple of players that are going to go around and see what's going on with that. Here's a goal kick after the substitution. And the referee says play on. So, Norma, not a lot of time. I think we've got to keep putting up the pressure, finding a way to score at least one goal to pick up the 3 points, and then hoping that things go the right way.
Exactly, Alex. Just a few minutes left. Trying to see what the team will wind up doing. I do see Coach Eugenio warming up just a few of the boys that were on the bench to see if maybe they can make a difference. Maybe he'll take some players out. These players be able to come in. Maybe it could be a game changer.
Jake Blackwood and David Arroyo are the two players in question right now that are moving on the sideline. It's been a hot day. It's been a lot of pressure for the boys.
Not only that, Alex,
And for Norma.
This is their third game. This is not just their first game.
Is.
So
Well,
some people don't, I don't want to say some, but just to realize if you've played soccer, playing back-to-back games every day, it's a lot. It's a lot on the body. And so you've got to recover quickly and be able to be ready for the next game.
What I would dare say, Norma, is that's the same situation for both teams. So in this case, for all 4 teams. So not an excuse, but reality. Now, there's been a call here on the far side. Can we get the conversation, Mr. Producer, with the referees? They're talking about something that could be important in this game over here. If we could zoom into, yeah, that's a good shot, but keep it wide. The referees are talking about something. And I don't know if that's a time. What Coach says is wasting time, but we're playing on here.
And Alex, that's important. Time is important,
Well, there's very little bit left. Norma,
Right, exactly. They're not stopping the time. So, as you can see, Coach Eugenio is getting a little bit, a little frustrated because it's wasting the time again for both teams.
Free kick played in, collected by Kai Matsuyama.
Oh,
There's
and
a
that
foul.
looks like a foul.
Yeah. They've got to play the ball quickly here, Norma. Not a lot of time left. There's the ball, played through forward. And, Norma, these are the last minutes. By my count, Norma, less than 5 probably remaining in the match. We've got to be careful. We've got to communicate.
Be careful. Oh, is that going to go out, Alex? Is that going to be a corner kick? Because that's definitely not what we want.
Well, it goes out for a corner kick, which gives Tulsa Soccer Club here an opportunity. 2 things. We obviously don't want them pressing on our goal, number 1. And we want to have an opportunity to pick up, if we can, a goal. But you know what? We got to deal with this short corner kick taken. Tulsa Soccer Club not marked. That was a pseudo shot, and that'll be a throw-in for SG1.
Exactly.
All right, Norma, not a lot of time. Ladies and gentlemen, our live coverage continues here. Where are you watching from? We appreciate it. Regardless of winning or losing, Norma, we hope that all of you can give us some shout-outs, and we'll get to them in a little bit. Right now, we got to catch the action here. Substitution coming in. Jake, who is this? Nicolas Pavon coming out, Norma, replaced by David Arroyo. And now we have an update. No, Norma, no update yet from the score of the other game. We'll see what happens there. We first have to take care of business here if possible. Tied 1-1, late second half. Momentum is shifted to the Tulsa team after they score the tying goal. We've got to keep working. We've got to keep trying to get the ball upfield, Norma. Here's the ball played into the box. Careful goalkeeper.
Did he touch it?
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
So what does that mean, Alex?
Corner kick, ma'am.
Exactly.
Yes,
I've got to play a little bit smarter on that, Alex. I hate, especially if it's against us, the corner kicks, you know, because that it definitely gives the opponent an opportunity to make a goal, and that's definitely not what we want.
Well, right now, everything's so tight. Okay, short corner kick played,
But
headed.
No.
Wow.
And it's still in, Alex. It's still in, so it doesn't matter. They may have another opportunity. SG1 really needs to get that ball and clear it out. Looks like it went out.
We're trying to get our cameras, Norma, over to the game, to the match that's still going on, and we'll see if we can. Little time left, Norma. Here's another ball played in. Keeper, no problem. And here we go. We got to push forward, Norma. I expect a long ball and the opportunity to move forward, Norma. 1-1. There's still time. Out. Careful there.
That looks like a foul there, Alex. But did he call it? No, he didn't.
No foul call. Watch this, Norma.
Oh,
Careful.
Wow,
Careful. Wait, that may be a penalty kick, Norma. And it is.
It is. Wow.
It is a penalty kick. Keeper coming out, taking out the player, Norma, and this could result in a card as well, Norma. By rule, this could be a yellow card for the goalkeeper.
I didn't see.
So watch this.
Yeah, well,
he's not going to give him a card, which actually, from my perspective, should happen. But the foul was in the box, and that leads to a penalty kick. So, Norma, complicating things here, because this then will be an opportunity for a save!
Wow, he
Saved by the goalkeeper. But watch this. But watch this. But watch this. Wow. And here we are, still tied 1-1, but we have a corner kick, Norma. Not a lot of time left in the match.
Not a lot of time, Alex. And
What
of
a
course,
save.
it looks like we're
What a save by Alonso.
The thing is, Alex, we're giving some opportunity for the Tulsa team to score.
Too many, Norma.
Yeah, and it's one way too many.
Watch this. Ball deflected.
Kick out.
Again,
It
Norma.
needs to be
And
cleared, and it's saved again, and
that
is
one's
it
in the back of the net, Norma.
Again.
Maybe, Norma, we saw it coming, the pressure, and now the score 2-1 for the Tulsa Soccer Club. It's not what we wanted to see. It's not what we wanted. We'll flip that score there, Mr. Producer. I wish it was that score. But unfortunately, it's the other way. Right now, Tulsa Soccer Club now up 2-1, late here in this second half. It's not over, Norma. You never give up, but things are not looking good. And we've seen the pressure building.
Definitely seeing the pressure building, Alex.
Disappointing, frustrating, Norma, but, you know, it's the way these matches go. You've got to take care of every single opportunity.
Exactly. Not giving them so much opportunity to be able to get those kicks, Alex. And unfortunately, that's where we stand, and they've got a goal in.
Well, there you go. 2-1 is the score. I would say, Norma, my estimation, not a lot of time left. The clock ticking. The referee actually just looking at his watch.
And will they be able to get another one? Let's see. With number 40, Matsuyama trying to get the ball, looking to see who he can pass to.
There's a foul. Yep, there's a foul called. Free kick. They're calling for a penalty kick, but that wasn't even near the box, Norma.
Yeah.
So I get they're trying to sell it. I don't blame them. But I think at this point it's more emotion.
Exactly. I think so too. It's minutes, maybe seconds. You think, Alex? There's still a couple of minutes left.
Not much, Norma. I would
Okay.
say less than 2 minutes, to be honest. I heard a final whistle too, maybe in the field next to us. If someone can give us an update there, but this literally, Norma, may be one, if not the last play of the game. Free kick down 1-2 SG1.
Saying a prayer, Alex. Will that ball go in?
No, ma'am. It went over. And with that, Norma, let's see what the referee does. And he looks at his clock. Goal kick. Little time left, Norma. You know, the other match at this point is secondary. Without us picking up 3 points, it's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to know what happens. But regardless, Norma, we are very proud of all our teams. We're very proud of everyone. That's the final whistle, Norma. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a final score from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa Soccer Club defeating the SG1 06 team 2-1 is that final score. Congratulations, Norma, to both teams. Congratulations to all 4 teams, actually.
All 4 teams.
That we followed this afternoon. So let's see. I know it's a difficult time, Norma. We'll get back on camera, but let's follow, Mr. Producer, the sights and sounds of players. Let's stay on that. the congratulations, the love. This is all still part of learning and growing, Norma. And Mr. Producer, let's stay on this if we can get our cameras on all of this, even the conversations with the players. And that, ladies and gentlemen, on your screens is the final score. Tulsa Soccer Club defeating SG1 Soccer Club 2-1 final. Norma, tough day. if you're SG1.
Yeah, Alex, but the thing is, the boys came out, they played. They played some teams that they've never played before. They did give it their all, of course, in regards to being on the field. But you know what? They've tried. They played great games throughout the whole weekend. Lots of energy, being able to overcome the heat. They did great.
Absolutely, absolutely, and we've got to give him credit. We've got to thank him. Actually, Norm, I'm going to ask you to go catch Coach Adam now, if you don't mind. We'll bring him in here. He'll be our first interview this afternoon. Why? Because we need to talk to him. So, Mr. Producer, we're about to go to 3 headsets just so you can see here. As soon as we get Coach Adam Girdlestone here, kind of breaking down what we lived today, and do we wish it would have been a different result? I can't lie to you. The truth is yes. I wish we could have picked up at least 6 points. Today, but that's not the way sometimes things work out. And that's part of playing the game. You never get ahead of yourself. You never get to the point where you think of something until it happens on the field. So we're about to have Coach Adam Girdlestone, our Director of Coaching, joining us here. And Mr. Producer, whenever you're ready, there he is. Coach, wow, let's take a breath, but not the day we expected, but, we live and learn. Tough for both teams.
Yeah, I think ultimately it's you got to take a breath after the game and remember, it's about the experience, it's about the boys learning, taking something away, as well as winning. You got to learn to lose, and sometimes it's tough to lose when there's something on the line.
08 boys up in the score 2-1, and things kind of falling apart. I don't want to over criticize. I was watching half and half, so that's not my place. Let's talk about the weather and the heat. That sucked it out of everybody. I can imagine that was a factor.
Yeah, but I mean, we try not to talk too much about that to the boys, because
Sure.
At the end of the day, we're playing on the same field, we're playing with the same ball, we're playing in the same heat. So it's which team can adapt, which team can use the ball well. And I tell the boys a lot. It's if you're tired, make the ball do the work. It doesn't get tired. So if you're physically struggling, ask for a sub. If not, let the ball do the work. So the conditions are the conditions,
And they're equal for both teams.
Yeah.
Both teams playing 3 games. This is the 3rd game.
Mm-hmm. So the playing field's level. And it's which team turns up and plays.
Ms. Norma, we talked about lessons, and without a doubt, this is a great learning moment for everybody.
Yeah, it is a learning moment, and also the experience for them. What Alex and I talked about is that they got the experience this year. Now they know what to expect for next year to give them that opportunity. What did you leave with the boys at the end of the game? What did you tell them?
I think for the boys, it's we start off talking about the immediate, which is what we could have done better. And I asked the boys the transitions of losing the ball. We didn't close quick enough. We didn't take away their threats. Their number 15, their number 20 were excellent players, and we didn't close them down quick enough. We let them play. On the ball, we didn't make key decisions in the final third. We had situations where we were 3-on-1, 4-on-2. We need to pass right to the 2 open players. We pass left, or we don't pass. And at the key moments in the attacking third and the defensive third, we don't make those decisive decisions quick enough, and we either don't create a quality opportunity, or we allow them to create a quality opportunity, and it's those moments that make the difference in scoring the goals or conceding them.
And how are the boys? How are the boys feeling after the game?
The couple of the boys, naturally, they're really upset. I said to them at the end of the game, one thing I respected and appreciated is the other team had nothing to fight for today. All they had to do is they came out and they celebrated at the end like they were going to Colorado. Yeah. They're not.
They did.
They wanted to win the game. At the end of the day, we had more to fight for, and I felt that we didn't show that. And I felt that we didn't win our personal battles. We didn't impose ourselves on the game. And I felt that at moments the other team wanted it, and they just wanted to win the game of soccer regardless of what comes at the end. And I felt like although the boys worked hard, I felt like I expected more.
Joining us here live on SG1, live from Tulsa, Oklahoma, our Director of Coaching, Mr. Adam Girdlestone. Coach, before we let you go, similar story in the sense of the score for the 06B team, up 1-0, getting tied, then a penalty kick called, and what went from a high, now a low. I know you weren't focused on this match over here, but it's that roller coaster of emotion. I'm sure that gets to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, our game, it was 2-2. We miss an opportunity. We then get a corner. It comes out. We hit the post. 2 minutes later, they go down and score the third.
Yeah.
You know, it's those defining moments that makes soccer exciting, and it makes it, you know, cruel at the same time.
Cruel and torturous at times, right, Coach Adam? Adam, overall, the performance, and I know it's early on, we'll have time later to dissect the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're very proud that we got to this point. We're proud of all the boys, all the families for getting here to Tulsa, and our performance overall.
Yeah, I think our performance overall, not just, you know, on the field, but preparation as coaches, preparation, you know, in the training that comes beforehand, you know, the stuff that goes on behind the scenes with you guys, and you know, Miss Amy booking hotels, Roland schedules, all of that stuff. It's a team effort, and I think as a club, you know, it helps us grow and learn and be better and do things better. And you know, at the end of the day, sometimes it ends up with the kids on the field in tears, and you know, with sadness and elation. So, you know, I think it's been good for all of us, and I'm proud of all of us as a team.
Adam, I cry every show because I have to be next to Norma. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations, and I mean that honestly. This is a great moment for our club. Do I wish it would have ended differently? Of course I do. Also, congratulations to all of our opponents this weekend, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think every game I enjoyed. You know, it was nice. Every coach was, you know, respectful and, you know, appreciative, and so I enjoyed the event.
And Alex, I just want to say congratulations to you and your family with Skylar winning.
Yes,
Yep.
national.
Talk
Another
a little bit,
national championship
another
in the
national
family.
championship. We're very proud of her, but you want to let everyone know what they won.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Skylar, who graduated from us last year, won the National Junior College Division I championship. So they went undefeated, and she won it as a freshman, following Shaylee, her older sister, who won it as a sophomore.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah, it's been a long 2 weeks of tournaments.
I bet. You ready for a break?
I'm ready for a break.
We got to get back to work tomorrow morning.
Summer
so
camps around the
Don't
here.
enjoy it much. Coach Adam Girdlestone, thank you for joining us. Stay here with us while we go to another shot. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 games kind of wrapping up our weekend of coverage, and it really has been a tough weekend in the sense of the results, Norma, but overall very positive. I cannot complain, Norma, about our coverage, about the way we've done things. And Mr. Producer, you could help us with some of these camera shots, please. We're still trying to keep things going, but we're now going to talk to Coach Eugenio de Obeso, which would be fantastic. But as the sun goes down here in Tulsa, not literally, but it goes down on the tournament, we are proud to work to bring you these images. Norma, in just a second, let's go to shout-outs. I want to spend a little time on the people that have been watching us, have been following us throughout. But right now, we're welcoming Coach Eugenio de Obeso, coach of the 06B team. Coach, first of all, thank you for joining us. How are you feeling? I've got to tell people, not that you're sicky, but you're not feeling well, and you've really been working very hard here this weekend. So are you feeling better?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, physically. Maybe right now not the happiest man in the world.
Emotional now, but
emotional.
It's part of the sport.
All right, Coach. So as we take a breath and break it down, you went into this match with a great opportunity. You were up 1-0 most of the game. Talk to us a little bit in general about the flow of the game. What happened?
So we had intensity, we had good possession during the long part of the game. So, but individual mistakes are the thing that we need to keep improving. So we are in a competition that every single detail counts, every single moment counts, second counts. So if you are not ready for that competition, that kind of things happen. So, but this learning, it's experience for the kids, is something that we are gonna take in a positive way to keep improving our mentality, and I'm proud of the kids. They did the best as they can, so I'm happy with the team. So I have nothing to say about that.
Con nosotros Eugenio de Obeso, su equipo, el equipo 06B. jugando en este torneo y este último partido, y como ya comentamos en inglés, profe, ganando. No digo cómodamente porque el contrincante, un buen equipo. ¿Cómo ves a los jugadores? Ya lo platicaste en inglés que para muchos de nosotros esto es parte del desarrollo, de crecer, de aprender.
Sí, llegamos con una oportunidad de avanzar a las finales en Colorado, pero tuvimos un gran esfuerzo, esa es la realidad. Estoy contento con el equipo en general estuvo a la altura de la competencia. Siento que fuimos el de los mejores equipos en la cancha y los errores individuales nos siguen costando juegos. Entonces, para mí no es culpar a nadie, no voy a mencionar a nadie. Simplemente cada jugador, cada uno sabe lo que hace dentro y fuera de la cancha. Como te digo, si nos cuidamos bien, si ayer estuvimos en la alberca, si no comimos bien, si no dormimos bien. En este deporte tengo muchos años haciendo esto y si no te cuidas afuera de la cancha, el entrenamiento invisible, se nota. Hoy tuvimos muchas oportunidades, el peso específico del equipo cayó en pocos jugadores realmente, algunos estaban prácticamente fundidos. El otro equipo, un equipo que toca muy bien la pelota también, que distribuye bien, que sabe cuándo presionar, sabe cómo adaptarse a las circunstancias del juego. Y es aprendizaje, seguir trabajando, mucha comunicación dentro de la cancha nos hizo falta durante todo el torneo y bueno, rescatar la experiencia, rescatar el competir en estas condiciones, clima, la presión de todos por ganar,
momento,
del
canchas,
momento,
todo, ¿verdad?
arbitraje bien, regular, mal en ocasiones, para los dos equipos, entonces es una experiencia muy, muy buena. Obviamente a nadie nos gusta perder. A mí en lo personal me cuesta trabajo asimilar la derrota, pero bueno, nunca voy a aceptar la derrota, pero voy a trabajar en corregir esos detalles para seguir mejorando como equipo.
Claro. Ms. Norma, if you want to talk to Coach, I'm hearing a few things I'll work on, but you guys keep going, please.
Right. So, Coach Eugenio, I overheard you at the beginning of the game when you told your players you didn't want to have them be upset depending on what happens at the end of the game. What was the whole purpose of that?
It's because I know the team. I know since many years ago now, so I know our performance. We are a good team when we play against a good opponent, but sometimes individual mistakes have been the difference in many games. So it happened again. So it's something that we need to turn the page and let's keep working hard and keep moving faster from this and have the best learning experience as possible.
And how did the boys feel after the game? What were their feelings? What were their emotions after the game?
We saw kids crying. We saw many sad faces. But as I told the kids, guys, it's soccer. If you are not ready to assimilate the negative results, you need to do something else that don't mean competition. In competition, you need to go with the mentality that obviously to try to win, but losing or tie games is part of the sport. So we need to learn every single situation. So in this tournament, we had one tie, one win, and we unfortunately lose today.
Coach, we want to thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Look, I say this sincerely to you, to Coach Adam, to Coach Brian, to Coach Ivan, to Coach Bruce. Congratulations. Do I wish it were different? Yes. That's part of being a competitive club. But without a doubt, I think our club has taken a step forward, and you're a big part of it. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you soon in
All right, stay here with us while we go to another shot before we kind of wrap up our coverage. So Mr. Producer is, well, that is a different shot. Maybe not the shot we wanted of the tent to the left. There you go, Coach. We got it, Coach. Thank you very much, sir. Sorry for me preaching and producing as we're on the air, Norma, but maybe before we leave, Norma, and we are live still from Mohawk Sports Park, here's some families still hanging out, Norma, talking, hopefully still enjoying being with each other. I think that's one of the lessons that we can learn, Norma, that this was about so much more than the standings.
Yeah, like I said, Alex, it was a great experience, I believe, for the families, for us as a actually club. You know, having to plan on all this is a big task on itself, and this being an experience, I think it's been a great experience. Hopefully next year we have another opportunity like
And
this.
Mr. Producer, I'm going to ask you something. Can you get a shot of the two boys kicking the ball? They just finished the tournament. This is what it's about. I really want to show you the shot, Mr. Producer. I think we had 3 cameras, but now let's go to at least one of them who shows these two boys, Norma. There you go. They're still enjoying playing, Norma.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about right there.
Yeah.
They are still kicking the ball, even though they lost today, even though they didn't qualify for nationals. They're going out and kicking it like boys just having fun. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing, Alex. The thing is that they have to take whatever game, even though they didn't get first place like what they would like.
Right.
They just need to take that experience, make it as a positive, and utilize it for next year.
Absolutely. Norma, we'll keep watching that, and then we'll cut back to us, Norma. Any shout-outs, Norma?
Yeah.
Where are people? I know I've thrown a lot at you, Norma, and I can't thank you enough, but if you can give us an idea of where people were watching today, and thank you for staying with us and our live coverage of on SG1 Live of the regional tournament here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We really appreciate it. Norma, take it away.
Yeah, we actually have a couple of shout-outs. We have Roland Schneefus, who says thanks for the moderation, Norma and Alex. Thank you, Roland, for watching us. We have Mr. Bruce. Great efforts from all the players, SG1 08 and 06 team. 3 games and 3 days is extremely hot conditions. Thoroughly enjoyed every minute of the live stream. They should all be proud of themselves.
They certainly should, Norma. And I'm proud of all of us, Norma. I am going to do something here. Let's see if we can pull it off.
Oh, is it a raise? Do we all get raises?
Well, no,
no?
don't get that excited, Norma. Let's see here. Diego, come in here. I want Diego to come in here with us. We're going to get a shot of Diego on camera. Mr. Producer, every one of our production crew is going to come in here, and they're going to stand with us because they have worked so hard. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Diego's, as I call him. He doesn't have a microphone, but he worked really hard this weekend. We're very proud of you. Thank you and congratulations. Okay, you got a steak dinner on Norma a little bit later. All right, send me somebody else, Mr. Producer. You got to come in here too. So
Yeah. And this is the thing, Alex. Just so people know, there's a lot of work into production like this. Just so people know.
Norma, I'm gonna go grab them. They don't want. They're
Go
camera
grab 'em.
shy.
Go
You stay there,
just
Norma.
so you know, there is.
All right, we need every one of you to come. Here
There's
we go.
a lot of sweat and tears.
Come in here.
Tears
This is
from
one of
Alex.
our producers, Luis Rendon. He's not shy. He likes the camera.
He likes the camera.
He likes the camera. And actually, he's so good at the camera. We're gonna put a headset on him. That's how good he is. Luis, first of all, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
No. Do you have a shout out for your family and anybody back in Venezuela that may be watching?
Hey, you know what? Keep watching soccer. And you know what? My wife loves his hat.
She wants that hat?
Yeah, she wants a hat.
Well, we'll give her a hat, and we'll give her a special care package.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you think of the club? And you are part of our club today, but it's very hot, trying conditions, but this is part of being competitive.
Hey, I love the idea of just having, just streaming the soccer games, just for families, for the fans. It's just a way to promote the sports, and
Sure.
that's how it starts. Having these academies and any age playing soccer, and look at the field. They're playing like 90 degrees outside, and
Sure.
and everybody's watching from different countries. It's exciting,
It is.
having your grandmother, your dad, your parents, anywhere around the world watching you. It's exciting. I mean,
It is.
I really love the idea that we had this whole weekend, and I hope it's something to just start doing it. Just everywhere across the country.
Yeah, well, we thank you for being. By the way, the ratings are going up from here over, I'm hearing. Suddenly, the ratings on this half, they're saying that they want a new duo, Norma, right there.
I know. I think
That's-
this is me and Luis.
That's the new
Okay, let me
SG1.
see if I can go down a little. Well, thank you for having me in this project for the weekend, Alex. I appreciate it, and Norma too. I mean, I had fun. It was really exciting. All the games, and I hope anytime you need me, I'll be here.
We will use and abuse
Yes.
you, Don Luis Rendon. Thank you for
Thank you
joining
for
us.
having me.
Stay
Thank
with
you
us
very
here. We'll go to that other shot, and I'm going to grab somebody else in here.
Okay.
And let's see if we can go to the families that are still here with us, or that. Okay, Mr. Producer. Thank you, Don Luis. We'll take that from you. And now we have another young man that's going to join us. He's dear and near to my heart, Norma. I don't know if we'll give him a headset, but yeah, you want to talk a little bit? Yeah, put that one on. So we'll come in here, Mr. Producer, coming back on set. Another young man who has, he's got like 3 headsets on. Let's see if we can come back to the set here. Here we go. This is Grant. Grant, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Say hi to the people.
Hello, everyone. This is the third thing on my head.
What did you think of this weekend, Grant? What did you learn?
Well, I learned that hard work is painful at times. And also, heat is bad.
Heat is bad. But did you overall enjoy the experience?
Overall, yes.
Overall, yes. Just your dad yelling at you and not taking you out to a good dinner.
I suppose so.
I suppose so. I'm very proud of you, young man.
Thank you.
We love you, and thank you for helping us, okay?
All right, then.
All right, so stay here with us while we go to that shot again, and I'm sure we're going to get more people in here who have made this a possibility.
Yeah, and Alex, you had just introduced 3 of our cameramen who, yes, for them, they actually had been in the heat.
It was
brutal.
brutal.
We were a little lucky, of course, being able to be under a tent, but them 3 cameramen had been over the weekend just in the hot sun, so it's literally has been brutal for them, and they stuck through it for the 3 days, so I'm very proud of them.
All right, now, Norma, we've got the big guns in here now. We've got the big guns into the show, Nick and Salma. Norma, without these 2, we couldn't have made anything
These 2,
happen.
yeah.
I can't thank you guys enough, especially keeping up with grumpy Uncle Alex, right? Yeah, they don't say no. Nick, where did you learn this weekend? I hope your mic is on. That's one thing we should have done.
We need our producer back in.
Yeah, come on, Mr. Producer.
Is there a
We need our producer back in the production area, don't we?
We do. The Emmy Award-winning producer. He would have made it happen. Salma, thank you for being here. I know that you'd rather spend a different weekend with your husband, but maybe this will teach you not to be in this business.
But Alex, actually, these 2 people right here have been really the heart, I should say, of our production because
Yes, ma'am.
they're the ones behind the scenes, letting us know what to do, what camera to do. I mean, graphics, everything is just, you guys are our heartbeat.
It's
so.
brutal. Thank you both. You are awesome. We appreciate you, and Norma loves
Yeah,
you.
I do
Yeah,
love you both.
I love you guys both. Well, let's stay on this shot. That's okay, unless Mr. Producer's got another one. Here's what I want, Miss Salma. Go grab 2 moms from over there, and we'll have them join us here.
Just 2 moms.
And just help us with the audio there, Mr. Producer, please, sir. We'll have them come here and join us, Norma. This is
Are
part
we
of
plugged?
it. Yeah,
Is it plugged?
I think it's plugged in, Norma. I think
Okay.
we just have to put up. So as we're kind of wrapping up our coverage, we're going to see if a parent or 2 would want to talk to us. We would love to have one of you, or you. Come on, one of you, come on, ladies. Any one of you, don't be shy, please. We're begging. There she is.
Here she comes.
Come on and join us. I love this. Thank you. Here she comes.
This
She's
looks
a little
like Miss
shy.
Bruce, right?
Yes. No, you got
Yeah.
nominated. And
Bringing her in,
and
reeling her in.
we agree with the nomination. No worries. Look, man, we're doing this live. Please put this headset on, and we're about to get you on. All right, let's see. There we go. We've been talking about the SG1 family. We've been talking about this weekend. As a parent, and of course, that's the way we'll approach it. A lot of emotion, right?
Right.
Right. I mean, talk to us about today's game. I mean, up and then down, and it was tough.
Yeah, today's game was pretty tough. I think today that all the boys tried really hard. They came here to win. They had a good attitude. They all worked really hard. The heat, I think, played a part in their performance today.
Sure did.
But I think they all did really well as a team. And it's hard when you're at the sidelines as a parent and you want every single child to perform well.
It is.
And we get carried away sometimes. But the boys love the passion at the side of the side.
And what did you learn as a group, as a team this weekend? I mean, this is part of bonding, right? Of coming
Right.
closer together.
Yeah, the boys have had a great time. The moms have had a great time.
I won't get into details, but I'm sure you've been bonding.
Yeah, it's been good. The boys have all hung out. I think socially, it's given them a real opportunity to hang out. Normally, it's so busy with school sports, academics, everything else, little brothers, little sisters. So I think it's nice that they all just got to hang out, be themselves. They've had a great time.
Yeah, well, we have to, in spite of the results, what do we take away? As a parent, what do you take away from this experience? For all of us, for the club, from coaches to players to families?
I think we take away that you train hard and you get to where you want to be. I mean, I don't think very often every team makes a nationals. So I think they did extremely well to get here. I think the coaches have all done a great job in getting the kids to where they need to be in order to compete at this level. They didn't lose every game.
No.
So, and I think they showed some really great sportsmanship this weekend.
Yeah, and I believe as a club, these are the lessons that we take with us so that next time maybe
Right.
we'll be better prepared, right?
Right. The boys are already critiquing themselves.
I
So-
enjoy this. They're already playing. I mean,
Right.
this
Yeah.
is what it's all about. We just lost, yes.
Yeah.
We didn't qualify for nationals the next stage, but
Yeah.
they're still kicking the ball.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And then,
Yeah.
and then also taking the experience that they have gotten this weekend.
Yeah.
So that you know what to prepare for next
Right.
year, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I think mentally it's hard for them. They came in knowing that it was going to be a challenge.
Right.
And I think the nerves got to them definitely in that first game. I don't
And
necessarily.
we did see that. We did
Yeah.
see the nerves on their first game.
They were
Yeah.
very nervous. They were
Yeah.
anxious in the car on the way here. They were anxious the night before. I don't think they deserved really to lose that game, but it happened. So I think that kind of offset them a little bit.
Experience for next time, so
Right.
that they're better prepared.
Right.
They're less, maybe, I don't want to say nervous, intimidated, but just go out and play.
I think maybe they just have to learn how to handle those nerves better. I think a little bit nerves is a good thing, but I think they just have to learn that nerves and that energy can be directed in a different way.
Shout outs to anyone that may be watching in different
Everyone
parts.
back home, Scotland, my husband, he's been watching as well.
Tell them hi for
I guess
us.
we forgot about him yesterday, so
Oh, no.
He's not offended. He's just going to send you the divorce papers in the morning. Thank you for being with us.
Thank
you
you.
for traveling. Stay with us. And there you have it, the perspective. Well, very important part of this, Norma, which is a family's, a parent's point of view. Norma, the sun is literally setting here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Wow, what a weekend it's been.
It's been a great weekend, Alex. Like I said, it's been a great experience for everyone, the families, the players, the coaches. SG1 overall as a club prepping for it. And then as well as on the media side, every day.
Every day. Every day on the media side. Norma, who else do we want to thank? We mentioned, Coach Adam mentioned Miss Amy, Roland. You have a couple of assistants, Norma, that help with social media. Miss Mia.
Miss Mia, Aubrey. We also have, our boys back home that are getting ready for camp. We have Hugo and Brandon. And then, of course, all our sponsors, Alex, all our sponsors that have made this happen.
Let's
for
do it
us
now,
as a
Norma.
club.
Snowdrop Foundation, Audi, Mambo Seafood, Zara Soccer, Federal American Grill, and SG1 Soccer, right?
Exactly.
Part of the family.
Yeah, part of the family. So, again, to help us, let's help our sponsors as well.
Correct.
Go buy an Audi.
Yeah, please. Or go buy an entire Mambo
Go
Seafood
get some
franchise.
Mambo. Go get some shrimp and grits. Go volunteer at Snowdrop. They always need volunteers, so let's go help and support
Yes, they
them
do.
as well.
Norma, I'm going to ask you one more time to check social media
Yeah.
before we go. And now I'm going to basically, wrap up from here. Literally everybody's kind of leaving the fields. And this is one of the emotions, Norma, that I've had since I played. The moment after, going through it all and being a part of it. But before that, any shout-outs, Norma, any last comments from anyone? Please.
We just have numerous comments, Alex. Just parents being appreciative of
The
course, the
coverage?
coverage, being able to have it where they can watch the games even though they didn't have an opportunity to come. So hopefully we'll be able to do more.
And today it was hard. It was difficult because we were covering two matches simultaneously. We did our best.
It was a challenge.
Norma, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Great work. Great putting up with
where's
me.
Where's my paycheck?
Yeah, it'll come. It's in the mail. It's in the mail. Norma, what are your final thoughts of all of this, please?
My final thoughts, Alex. This has been absolutely a great experience. It has on both sides, and I'm blessed and honored to be part of the club. So thank you, and thanks for everyone watching us. We really appreciate it.
We do. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of everybody that came here to Tulsa, Oklahoma, thank you to U.S. Club Soccer. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our production staff, our coaches, our families, our players, my family. Thanks to my wife, Tammy. Thanks to my son, Grant. Thanks to all my children. I only have two more, to Alexis and Gabby.
That you know of.
That I know of. Thanks to Coach Brian, who's waving at us. We can't
Yes.
thank him enough for coming here. We love everyone that's part of the SG1 family. It's been a great weekend. Regardless of the final score, regardless of the standings, we're growing as a club, we're learning as a club, and we hope to continue being part of your lives like you're part of ours. So on behalf of Norma Morales, I'm Alex Parra. Thank you for joining us, and until next time on SG1 Live. Take care.